Welcome to the Bob and Tam Show live from the Full Throttle Saloon in the general admission area to bring you all the latest in construction going on. And we got construction going in front of you. But first of all, you can't get to where we're at. If you come over to the Full Throttle Saloon, this is a closed construction area. And we're at the moment, we are construction workers. We're supervising.
Right.
So there you go. So everything's going pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and put it on all my Facebook pages, and Tam will talk to you now.
So, like he said, we're out here at the Full Throttle. Didn't get a whole lot done today. We had breakfast with Boss Hoss. So they're out here. The trailer is going to be all up and ready to go on Thursday this week. And then they'll be ready to open up on Friday. So I think the trailer pulls in Wednesday for Boss Hoss. They'll unload and set up and on Thursday. And then Friday they'll be ready for the rally. So Neil's on. Hey there, Neil. And Janice was on earlier, and Mike's on. Everybody pray for Neil. He's going to have his surgery on the 31st. So everybody needs to keep Neil in their prayers for his surgery he's going to have in his leg. Salty Badger's on. Good afternoon. How are you doing today? It's getting exciting. There's a lot of bikes out here. The last 2 days, the weather's been great. The sun's been out. It's been hot, though. Very hot, humid, but all in all, it's just can't complain. I guess I will take the heat over the rain for the rally, and just make sure you come with some cooler clothes to wear too. So when you get off your bike, you can strip down and be comfortable. There's a breeze.
You can only strip down at a Glencoe.
Well, to where you're comfortable, where you're not a t-shirt and jeans instead of all your coats and leathers and. I know a lot of people wear leathers all the way around. Tim Barnes is on. Is that what it said? I put my glasses on. I couldn't see that one that far away. 0414 Chris is on. He said they're ready to leave and head out on Friday. That's great. Tim Burnett, that's who's on. So he's from Washington State. And so we're doing really good. And like I said, lots and lots of bikes are out here. 4 people just told me today when I turned the phone back on, because I have it turned off on Sundays usually, because we have to keep the phones charged up to be able to do the lives. So I got a ton of messages, and I think 3 or 4 people arrived today from coming in. So if you're here, we'll have to meet up. If you're on your way, be safe getting here, and double check and watch. Always look twice if you're riding your bikes, and even if you're pulling your trailer, because there's a lot of crazy people on the road.
Now, I heard this morning this has happened before out here on the I-90, especially if you're coming from the east heading westbound, that there was some semis that got blown over. You would have thought somebody was pulling their motorcycle in a closed trailer. You would have thought once they seen a couple trucks blown over, they would have stopped, but they didn't. But it flew over, and I think it tore up their Indian bike. I think they had a 2017 they bought new, and I think it's pretty bad shape now. So if you're traveling on the road just like us, when we're pulling the trailer, if I start seeing high winds, that trailer starts whipping around a little bit, I shut it down, and we find an exit to pull off on or something like that.
Now, Stephen wrote a thing. I was in the middle of reading it, and he retracted it. So I don't know what Stephen said, but not the Stephen in Myrtle Beach, Stephen Blackshear.
Is that what's in there?
No. I think that's your person you want to talk to.
That's the manager lady?
Yeah.
She guys kind of looked at us, I thought, well, she's going to say something.
She was probably going to. Billy's on Crap on a Cracker. Any campers checked into the Pappy Hoyle yet?
Yes. I've seen some trailers going up there, and you need to call before you come in just to make sure what's going on. We didn't go over to Pappy. We haven't even been over at Pappy Hoyle yet, other than drive through and give you that little tour. But they've moved all the barricades. It looks like it's all open. There is some people over in the store. They got the door partially open, but call first and ask them if you can check in early. That's all I can tell you. Right now, we haven't seen Michael all day, so we haven't been able to ask him any questions. I had to ask somebody else permission to do this. The manager lady just walked by, so we'll find out if we get thrown off.
SJS is on.
But we're doing it live from the Full Throttle Saloon. Can you believe? I'm not going to show you everything that's going on because I just got done filming it. We got a video coming out Monday. We're going to show you. We filmed it here Friday. You're going to look at the video that we did on Saturday or Sunday here, and you're going to see how much more they've gotten done since then. They're down to full steam now. They're talking maybe 3 shifts are going to be working every night the rest of this week. Right now, they're building the bars. When I first filmed it this morning, it was just a wood up. They've already got, out of these 3 bars, they're going to put concrete lids on them, like all the other bars have on it. For the bar tops, it's concrete. So they built those since last time we were here. They didn't even have anything on it. So they built all those up, and now they're putting all the rebarb in. So probably tonight, I think they're mixing the concrete up here themselves. I've seen a mixer someplace here. I've seen one sitting. So they're probably going to mix the concrete up with bags, and then they're going to pour that all in. And I'll bet by tomorrow morning, they'll have all these tops already set. So it's really kicking up now. They're really getting into gear. We got a lot of stuff being in the back here that's getting all built up. The other bridge, they're working on the 3rd bridge. They're putting the railings up. Lots of stuff's going on. We talked to them about the smokehouse that will be open. You should be able to get to it. Anybody should be able to get to it. But what's going to end up happening, like the brisket and the pulled pork and all that, it's probably going to be that they're going to cook so much up. Once it's gone, it's going to be sold out.
Yeah.
So they're doing it at lunch and dinner. So we'll see how it all works out, but that may not be guaranteed. Now, when you first walk into when you come into the bar, that's free. So when you come into the first pavilion, that's free. If you go to either side, one side's got the T-shirt building on it, that's free. Go to the other side, there's going to be vendors over there. When you get down to the second pavilion, there's going to be a walkway to go through, and there's going to be people there. You can't go any farther than that. Now, on the one side, there's vendors over here, which is opposite of what I'm pointing, which would be, if you're coming in, it'd be to your left side. They've always had like the pizza place and the knife and the leather and all that. You're going to be able to get to that. You're also going to be able to get down to the smoke shop, which is at the end of that row. But you won't get any closer than that to the stage. Now, I don't know, because when Michael talked the other day, which we haven't had a chance to talk to him again, he said that one side, on both sides, you're going to be able to, that will be general admission. So I don't know if before the show starts, if he's going to put another fence up. I'm not sure from that point. He's probably listening right now. If he wants to come on, he can, and we'll correct it. If not, he'll correct it tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. when he usually does it.
Or at midnight when he's down getting his pizza.
Down on Main Street, and it's the only thing open in town at 11
Sturgis.
o'clock.
That's right. So Ron's on. He says, hi, Art's on. Dave's Crazy Trailer said he'll be here Friday, maybe even Thursday. Where are you staying at, Dave's Crazy Trailers? Are you at Kathmandu or not? Barbara Albright's on, said leaving from Atlanta right after work on Wednesday and riding out. So excited. Craig's on. He says, stay cool and safe. And Brianna says, so the smokehouse is going to be open to the public.
There
What
was
we've
a
heard
misunderstanding
so
before between a couple people. That got all taken care of on Friday when I talked to him. I went back there today and said, when are you going to be open? He's not sure if it'll be open on Friday, because they may have to get some more stuff here done. Because the first concert that they've got here is something
Night
country.
Rider. Oh, wow.
No, that's Saturday. Friday is clown. It's not that clown posse. It's somebody else, but it's country. And then that girl, Cutter.
Mary Cutter.
She's going to be playing. So he's thinking that's not going to be very crowded. They'll just probably you'll be, I'm not saying people we're talking to don't have the final decision. They're probably thinking that everybody's probably going to get to go as far in as they want, because it's probably, but you may not be able to get on the bridges. So if you paid for the bridge, actually down front is more expensive, so you'd be closer. FYI. So that we'll have to see how Friday, but Saturday for sure he said to be open because it's Night Ranger, and then of course Sunday is Hank Jr. is going to be on, and then from then on out they'll have it going. So he's talking, he's going to have it all. He's thinking about tomorrow. He's going to try. We have to come back out tomorrow. They're going to have brisket sandwiches maybe.
Oh,
We're the official food tasters.
Taste testers.
Yes, because if they get this going, this will be the best food in the Sturgis area to eat. And it's going to be pretty reasonable. Up here, they're charging, I think they're the same people that's always been up front, which has nothing to do with the Full Throttle Saloon, that when you first walk out of the bar to the left, they're already cooking their food, their stir rice, whatever they're cooking up there. I don't know. But I think it's 20 and 25 bucks there for their food, their main food. And then over here on the other side, which will be behind the museum, it's going to be the burger guy. But it's the same company, but it's their burger line. And they'll be cooking up whatever they cook over there. I don't know if they roast corn. I don't know what all they have. I don't remember. I don't pay that much attention. If you've been here before, you know what those two people cook. But I know they've always been the ones that have been higher. Joe's telling me he's running the kitchen and running it back here. He said he's going to be a better price than what they're selling up front, and definitely getting better grade of food.
Most definitely.
I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
I'm not bad mouth anybody. We didn't eat any of their food that's up front.
Nope.
We've only ate what's back here.
That's right.
We tried to eat one night, but they were so freaking busy they couldn't cook the hamburgers fast enough. We left
And
last night.
can't think of his name. Johnny's in town. Johnny is not, but his family is here.
Yeah.
So that's on Main Street. So
Right across from the museum.
Yep. Brianna says, after all that great talk about the barbecue, I was hoping to try it for sure. Beer Bottle Babies On said, will you be able to see the band in the general admission area? Yes.
Yes, if you look right behind us, you can see the stage right there.
Yeah.
So we're on it. So what they've done is they've raised this up. It's about, I don't know, 4 feet up. And so you're going to be looking over the tops of everybody's head. This is right now, there's tables here. Now, I'm not guaranteeing, once again, I haven't talked to Michael to find out what the story is, but they've gotten 2 semi trucks of used tables and chairs. We're sitting on them right now. And right now, they're all under this first pavilion. So you may end up getting seats. Now, I don't know because out front here, they're rolling asphalt. What they did is they got the asphalt that's all grinded up real fine. And they're packing it down out here because they've had so much construction going on. It's kind of tore up the ground. So they're smoothing it all out. They got a roller out there. I don't know if you can see it or not. I don't even see it. They must have moved it. It was behind me. They might have moved it over someplace else. They're working up too in the parking lot up here. So that'll all be going on.
Yeah, so because since you have to pay general admission, I would definitely say yes, you should be able to see the band from here.
Yes, you can see it.
Yes.
Like I say, the stage is right there. See that black thing behind us over our shoulder? That's the main stage. So you got a perfect view. And unless somebody's like 8 foot tall, you may not see. Now, there is pillars here. You don't want to sit where the pillar's at for the bridge because you can't see through a pillar. So, but yes,
that's where
like
I
right
usually
here.
always book
like
all
right
of our
now, we're
tickets.
kind of like in between where we're sitting at. We're kind of in between. We can see half the stage on one side, half on the other because the bridge piers are in the way. But if you want to get here early as you can. It's like all that concerts. Just like here, traffic gets really bad out here, especially if you're coming to Hank Jr. or you're coming to Disturb. It is going to be a chaos out here. That's why they added over here in front of the right side of the building, which in the past I told you I thought it was going to be for car parking, but it's not.
That's all going to be motorcycles.
So they packed that all down. They run this giant crane. You'll see in the video. They ran it over there. It's packed down really tight. We're going to walk over there before we leave to make sure that it's good and packed down for when the bikes ride on. So that's backup. But no cars at all, no vehicles will be allowed to park up front of the bar or in front of Pappy Hoyle's. Now, if you're camping here, you Pappy Hoyle, or you're at one of the Full Throttle saloons, cabins in the back, you'll come through Pappy Hoyle, but you will not be able to park your car out front. Have to be parked back there at your campsite. But you'll have wristbands that get you in the general admission if you're at either one of those locations. So you don't have to buy any tickets unless you want to upgrade to what they have.
So Neil says, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. On Time Apparel says hello from Rapid City. Captain Adventures On says thunder's in the air. Where are you at? We're not anywhere by that anyway. Ray's Moto Life's on. Hey Ray, are you coming out to Sturgis? We've never really got to meet you in person, I don't think. Cece says, hey, are you guys having a meet and greet on Friday? Shoot, I was going to bring my book in. I don't know where
Did
it's
you
at.
figure we could still do Friday?
Yes.
So Friday, we're going to do it at Kathmandu, and we'll put a map up and all that. That's going to be from 12 noon to 2 o'clock.
132.
They'll have a food truck there. They got a full stock bar. They have hard liquor now. They have a license for that. It's pretty cool. It's air conditioned inside now. So we're figuring during that time, it probably won't be so crowded where most of us all can sit inside. If it's hot, we'll have a place to cool down at. They have bathrooms and all that stuff. Hey, you want to take a shower while you're there? Bring your clothes, take a shower while you're there.
Excellent,
It costs to get in, and we'll put a map up. What exit are we on? 34? Is that what it is? Veteran Cemetery?
Yes.
So you're going to get off on exit 34.
Yeah, and then kickstands is 37.
Yeah, so you get off on 34, and you're going to go towards the cemetery, get on the frontage road, and just follow that around. Across over the tracks, you'll see No Name Campground, Susie's Campground. You make a left, and the next campground you road will come to the left will be Kathmandu Drive. Turn left, and it runs right in the campground. And you get to the bottom of the hill through the gate, which is open. You'll make a left-hand turn because it says bar that way. And you will turn and go down there.
Follow that down to the bar.
Yeah. And you don't have to check in. You don't have to tell nobody nothing. Just wave. Nobody's going to say anything.
But Tom Fulliar is on. He said he's going to be staying at the Bullock Hotel in Deadwood for 2 weeks. Love your videos. Thank you, Tom. And they're all saying hi to each other.
Let's get another drink.
Bagger and Coffee's on. He says, hello, everyone. See you soon. On Time Apparel said a little warm today. I think yesterday was warmer.
Yeah, yesterday was 98 degrees, and we had a heat index. I had no idea, but it was hotter than heck on motorcycle. We ended up going all the way to Custer and back. That's a whole nother story that we'll tell you about in another day.
But it was, I mean, I generally like to take a shower at night, but boy, I couldn't wait to get in that shower. I
We went
felt
to the Field of Flags, and that's what did her.
yes, but
She
it
was down
was
there doing the flags.
it was. I felt hot and
She
sweaty
said
and
she was
gritty.
she was a dirty girl.
I felt filthy. Oh, I couldn't wait to get a bath last night. So anyway, yes.
Today's not quite so bad, but we're not riding the bike today. 'Cause
No.
somebody did their hair again and wanted to be in the truck.
We're doing a live tonight. You guys don't want me to look like a scarecrow, do you?
You look like a little dinosaur.
So Bud said, I've been riding a two-wheeler for 69 years and just bought my first rain suit. So it probably won't
the girls
rain.
must be gonna
There you
practice.
go. Thanks a
What are
lot,
these
Bud.
girls called? We'll ask when they come by.
I don't know. It's 3 letters.
I'll go ask
All
before they
right.
run away.
It's 3 letters. Race Moto Life says, not
What's your
too big
group
of a
called?
trip. Too big of a trip for my wallet.
Oh, Dirty Sexy Riot. All right, and you're doing everything
And
before the
Salty
bands or in
Badger
between the
saying
bands?
hello, and Neil
Before-
saying
before
hello. They're all saying hello.
Opener and then before.
Salty Badger is getting Chop ready for Cycle Source Soap Talk tonight. There you go. Baggers and
I don't know if they
Brews.
heard that or not.
CC, what?
Dirty Sexy Riot is what they are. They're
There
doing
you go.
before the band,
DSR.
before the show, in the middle of the show. They're going back to practice. So if you get your binoculars out, you might be able to see.
Yep, back there on the stage. CC says, don't think I'll make it by 2, but I'll do my best. XM Biker says 8 p.m. Central. Misha Smiley says, Neil, you guys,
Did
you
you knock
knock
the pole
one down?
Don't worry about it. They haven't fixed them yet, so it's not a big deal.
They knocked a pole down,
That's why you
jumping
gotta
off
jump off before you get this
the
far.
thing there. Best friend from Hawaii. Okay. And Janice Glenn's on. He says, hey, folks. Hey, Glenn, are you guys coming out this year?
The girls grab
Tony's
one
on
of the poles, because these poles
to
right now
jump
are
down.
just leaning up. They haven't drove them in the ground yet. And so when they grabbed it, it fell down. So they panicked.
Hey,
They
Tony.
broke something immediately.
Glenn, PSA stripper poles are not rated for fully grown adults.
These aren't
Public
really.
service
Well, they're
announcement.
going to drive these in the ground.
That's
So
what we needed to say. Public service announcement. The other day when we were trying to say, we couldn't think of the right words. Public service announcement. They're all saying hi next. And John Monroe says, what is the best burger? We got to do that too.
we got to do that. Oh, what we need to do too is this video is being sponsored by Biketoberfest.
There you go.
If you're looking, that's going to end up our rally season this year is Biketoberfest. They have a really cool app that we'll have to put out at another time because I can't put it on a live, that you can download, and it will give you hotels, give you all the information. This is really great this year. They're sponsoring us to get us down there. Teddy Morrison's fixing up a place to stay. 160 Biker Chick's letting us stay at her place pre-rally. So we're going to actually be down there the Thursday, the week before. We're actually going to be down there to do some previewing and showing you stuff that's building up to it. Then we go over to Teddy Morris, Midwest Motorcycles, which is actually, if you're looking for a motorcycle right now to rent in Sturgis or in Daytona. Heavy Ed is right over here in Junction. It just arrived yesterday. Renting bikes already. Best price in town, anywhere, to rent a motorcycle. And their total price includes insurance, taxes, everything. All you got to do is put gas in the darn thing. Even includes their towing, anything like that. One of the companies that are out here renting bikes charges you for everything. They even charge you for towing. I'm like, dude, I'll just leave it on the side of the road. I'm not paying you for a AAA or whatever. So they have a total price, great thing. So they're fixing us up with a bike to go back there. So that's going to wrap it up. So if you want to come down and party with us for the last rally of the year, make plans right now for Biketoberfest. And it's going to be, what is it, 16th through the 19th of October. Get there early. We'll be there early. We'll be doing some rides. We'll be doing the loop, checking out the lighthouse. They got the cool lighthouse to do. They got, 21 miles of beachfront you can ride in the county.
23, something like that.
They got those great bars down there in Flagler Beach. You can get up there on the deck so you can see all the stuff that's going on. So if you can't find it, get on your phone, look up the app for Biketoberfest.
You can get it on Apple Play or Google Store.
And everything. They even show you where the vendors are all going to be at. You'll be able to pull up on your phone and say, hey, I want to know where Amsoil Adams at. Boom. And it's, even though we already know where he's at. But they'll show you where he's at. Make sure. Maybe he'll move this year. You never know. And who's going to be at the Beaver Bar, or who's going to be out at Cackleberry, or whoever's going to be out there. All that information is being put on there to help you out. Also tells you where all the swap meets are at, tells you what's going on at the Volusia Fairgrounds, all this great information. I cannot believe, I'm excited, because I said when they watched the video the other day, they're like, wow, you guys are really excited. I said, well, I'm excited that you're getting all the great information that you
all
need.
together.
And it helps us too, because sometimes we don't know. She was looking through one of the apps that we have here for the Sturgis app. We have a Sturgis Rally app that you can download, and she's already found some information that's not correct in it. But what they're doing is the same thing we do, is we go to the website first, and they didn't have it correct.
Yeah.
So you have to go to a couple. So that's, like I said, when she was saying some of the dates, and I'm like, no, that's not the right date, because I've already heard from the bar. So I said, no, and then I Googled it, and I'm like, no, it's Wednesday, not Monday. And she said, oh, that Rick's got it wrong then. So, well, we need to call him and tell him so he can correct it. But he was wrong, because the information they were putting out at first was wrong. So we try to give you the best and accurate information. This year, we're really doing good here. I cannot believe we need more watchers. I can't get it why it is, but I've had more people come up to me this year than ever before to say how great our videos are this year. You know, we thrown in that riding to give you guys more riding. We're kind of showing a little bit at the end. We got another great ride we got to get in before the week. We got to put that in a video. We're probably going to have a couple of videos come up real soon. It's going to be about an hour long, because I got to really get caught up before opening day. So I went to the dealership yesterday, and that was not even we're probably not even going to end up filming that. There just wasn't enough. I thought they were going to have more vendors. I don't know what happened. There wasn't as many as I thought. Amsoil Adams open now. If you guys are in town, he's already open. There's a bunch of places here in town that's already open. I think Dan Kite's out there painting. All About Customs, I think he's all set up. I seen him out there today. He had his displays and everything up, so it looks like he's up and running. What else did I see? It was up. All the t-shirt places and all that's open. Randy's Tire, they're open. They've been open. They've been here for a while. A couple other lighting places I seen that they're on LaSalle and on Junction. A lot of that stuff is starting to open up now. Yep. All the bars are open.
Speeds hasn't opened yet.
No, Speeds hasn't. They're probably going to be later this week. But come Wednesday of this week, because I felt people were asking me, will Black Hills Harley have what will be open on 30th, or will they close and be open on the 1st? No, Wednesday this week, everything at Black Hills Harley has to be open in the vendor
That's in
lot.
their contract.
And so right now, we also seen at the Fair and Exchange. They're over there by Amsoil Adams. They're open now. We seen them yesterday.
Sinister Sound.
Yeah, Sinister Sound was there. Also, the Fairings.
Wide Open Customs. Be there.
He's supposed to be there. What do you say? Tuesday this week? He's showing up.
He'll be here Monday. We're going to talk to him Tuesday, and I think the truck's coming in Wednesday.
Okay. So they'll be here Wednesday too. So they'll be open on that main day too. Wednesday, everything will be open over there. So when we're talking about that, that's the vendor lot to the left where Amsoil Adams is. If you've never been here, when you get off exit 55, depending on which way you come from Sturgis, there'll be a light. Right now, there's no light yet. The light probably won't go up till the 1st. But when you get off the highway, it's very dangerous to make that left-hand turn. But they'll have a light there soon. And you'll make a left-hand turn. You go past the entrance and the exit at there. And then the next one's a driveway. The next one's a street. And that takes you down to the dealership. As you go past, the left is the vendor lot.
Black Hills vendor lot.
Yeah, that's where Amsoil Adams, Fair and Exchange, Sinister Sound,
Wide Open
Customs there. They're supposed to have 50. There's demo trucks over there. It's supposed to open early too, so it'd probably be open Wednesday too. Probably. So if you want to do some demo riding there, so that's all there. And then you go a little farther to get in the dealership. If you're driving a car, you have to park at that first parking lot. You're not allowed to go any farther. If you've got a handicap, you can park next to the building when you first come in. But if that gets full, I don't know what they'll do. After that, they'll have shuttles too. Then if you have a motorcycle, you go all the way around the outside, go around, and you park on the far lot on the other side. Then you come up and see all the vendors. Right now, Rick Rack's open, Ciro's open. I don't know who else we see. There's a lot of little shops that were open. What's those people that, what's his name, cut shirts?
Afflictions.
Afflictions, they got a booth there. They're open. There was somebody else. That one guy we've talked to a couple times. He's got like motorcycles in there and parts. Or I don't know. He's right next to Afflictions.
Oh, yeah. They like
I don't remember what they do.
Derby covers and stuff like that. And then the Motor Dog, they're there. They're the ones that do like the challenge coins you can get to mount on your bike and different things. So they're
already selling beer. Some of the vendors are setting up with the food already. So there's some stuff going on. They're already selling bikes. They sold 30 bikes yesterday. Already there. They sold 5 or 8 at the dealership in Sturgis.
I didn't hear what
I can't remember what it said. Either it was 5 or 8. I don't remember which one it was. Maybe it was 5. And so they're on a roll. Both of them are going really good. They're giving some really good deals, especially if you're not trading in. If you're going to just take your old bike home and sell it outright, you can get a hell of a good deal on a bike. Now, some people were complaining the other day when we showed the video of going behind the scenes with the seat upholstery, having some fancy stitching put in it and some pinstriping and all that. And they're charging more for that. Of course they are. You don't have to buy that.
A lot of dealerships do that. Well, I mean, it just makes the bike more attractive. It makes it one of a kind.
Yep.
It's not just the ordinary gray bike or the ordinary black bike. It gives it more personality.
And if you don't want that, you don't have to buy that.
No.
You can buy the one and get MSRP for that one. Or maybe even a better deal you can get. We cannot quote prices on the dealerships. We don't do it on any dealership, but they are MSRP. So they are, and also Sturgis is. But if it's got accessories on it, of course, that's going to cost more. But they have bikes there that do not have accessories on it, other than factory. But they have every color. Right now, I don't know how long that'll last. Every color of every bike out there. Now, of course, they don't have the Road King RR bike.
Right.
They already sold theirs. So that they don't have.
Because there are only so many dealers got them. And then...
and so that's really cool and exciting. They got a lot of trikes. They've got a lot of used ones, too. I just seen the other day they had a used trike there that only had 3,000 miles on there. Showing a guy, and great deal. Your salesman, what's his name? So your bike. We see him all the time.
I'm gonna say Dwayne.
I don't think that's his name, but he could be. Got a little beard, little short guy. Really nice.
Yeah.
All the guys are really nice there. I don't know if there was any women salesmen or not there.
There were, yeah. They ship them in because we saw the one lady in Daytona, and she said she sees us all the time up here.
Oh, okay.
She just travels around all the
A
rallies
lot of
and
them,
sells
like
bikes.
ones from Teddy Morris, like mechanics here. They bring Teddy Morris up here. I think Leesburg, Florida, some of their mechanics come up here too and work because they go down
Big
there.
Trail too.
Yeah. So they come down here and they go there, vice versa, to help out. And because right now they're not doing that much. We're here. These guys can make some really big money and do really good.
So Scott, I'm sorry to hear you had to have a hip replacement last year, but I'm glad you get to come back this year. Glenn said the whole thing gets in the way of fun. Yeah, the whole work thing. That's true.
I give you a note if you need one.
Dave Pessler says, hi, Bob and Tam. Chris Motor Life says, so when are they going to say the full throttle is going to be done completely? Never.
It's gonna be,
Darcy.
If any of you have ever, we've been following the Full Throttle back when they had the TV show the first year. We came out that next year's when we started coming to Sturgis. So if you know anything about that, about the old Full Throttle, Michael puts something in every year, and he's been doing it here too. He's been adding stuff. You know, the first year they had it out here, we weren't here the first year they opened because he was open in 2016, but we didn't come that year. We came in 2017, but it was
they just barely had the inside bar done, and it wasn't even done yet.
Yeah, and so they rushed it. So he never missed a year because it burned right down after 2015, after the 75th. It burned that December or January is when it burned to the ground. And it took him a while. He had to buy this property and then he had to build the building and he didn't have insurance. And a lot of people think that he got all this insurance money. Most of these bars here, when they're not going, they don't pay insurance on them because it costs them a lot of money to insure when nobody's there. So what they do is they buy, like Michael Ballard here, what he does is he buys insurance if the concerts get rained out because these bands, you got to pay them if they play or not. Now, in this case here, he's charging for tickets, so it's a little different now for this. But when he had the old place, you didn't pay to get in. And if there was if there was lightning, bad storm, tornado or something came through, you would still have to pay the band even though they didn't perform.
Yeah, because it wasn't their fault.
Plus your loss of business that you would have. Whatever he thinks he's going to make a day, that's what he pays for insurance for. Then if bad weather comes, the insurance company makes up the difference. That way you're not going broke over the rally.
So Darcy Dimbeck says, hi from New York. They'll be here on 8/1. Jamie O says it's showtime. Karen's on. Hey, Karen. And Salty Badger says, Race Motor Life still going to the Smokeout Rally. They're talking. Glenn says, your all's videos are awesome. Thanks, Glenn. They're talking about
dumping some more asphalt over here.
Yep. Eric's on. Hello, Bob and Tam. Salty Badger says, think we're taking 3 choppers, possibly 4 if the paint gets done. So come out here to Sturgis. That'd be awesome.
Are you coming to any of the bike shows?
Yeah, I guess that's what
they
he's
got
doing.
one at the Iron Horse. They got their chopper show there. And then they've
They're
also
having
got
one
one
here,
out. Yeah, one
then
here.
one at
This one's
Buffalo
supposed to be really big. We have never been here for any other bike shows, I don't think. This year we're going to try to do more. One, because this is the first year which the people said, man, you're really excited about this. Well, I am. It's just like last year we got Richard Rollins. This year, Richard Rollins, I think last year, because it was new, he's got like 1 million subscribers on his YouTube channel. I think a lot of them came to our channel to watch him build the bar because we were putting out stuff faster than he was. He should be here by now, but we just drove by and we haven't seen anything going on, so we haven't stopped in there yet. But here, Michael Ballard has given us full access to the place. We're supposed to get passes to be able to go where we want. There's talk that we may get to have dinner with maybe Hank Jr., and probably no video, but hopefully we can get a picture to prove we were there. If it doesn't happen, I'm not holding my breath for it because it's something they said. Maybe it'll happen. Maybe he don't want us in the room. Whatever it takes. But we'll see what happens. If it works, it'd be great. A lot of the bands here, I'm not that. Night Ranger would be bad to see, but I'm not. They got some good music. I'm not into Disturb. Their one song would be all right, but I really want to film. But that's a busy day too. I think that's Tuesday, and I think I wanted to be here because they're bringing 4 semi trucks with all the stuff that they bring in.
They just got an awesome show they put on. So it would be kind of cool to come out and see that.
But I'd like to film some of that being put together because to see all this equipment coming out here, I wouldn't show you the whole darn thing, but show you clips of it like we do with the construction and stuff going on back here. But I'm just really excited. We've always been, even when he was filming to try to work a TV show, which is what I've never really said this until this year. We probably have, I would probably say it's all the employees that work full time here watch our channel. And so I knew a lot of them did because they'd always tell us, don't worry about it. Nobody will, if Michael says something to you, if they send security after you, we'll flag for you and get you, out of the way. So we never got told we could never not film here, but we never could always, we didn't, back then the concert didn't cost you to get in. We could get here before 6 and you did. That is gone. There is no free concerts out here at the amphitheater. Free concerts is in the main bar. And over in the distillery, they're going to have the bands over there doing like blues and bluegrass and, not real loud because the bands inside get so freaking loud and rattle. It's like going over to kickstands. Man, going over there during the week, I can't. I'm too old, I guess.
No comment?
Yeah. You're no comment from you. You're the one who complains how loud they are.
Ray's Moto Life says he's got to go. Glenn says don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. Rick says he's here, so he's probably out here in the Full Throttle somewhere. J.O. Murdy said Michael Ballard is the king of jock. J-O-C-K?
Junk, probably.
Oh, junk. Yeah, probably junk. He is. It's funny when you pull up and sitting here looking this way at it, it's like there's a lot of junk.
Well, this time he's gone all industrial. And the reason he did that, a lot of people wonder why he didn't build like the old one. That's why the old one burned down. This one here, pretty much, it would be hard to burn this place down.
Yeah.
Some of the metal could melt and stuff, but most of this machinery and the stuff he's got here would survive. But some of them, but all the buildings pretty much are iron frame. There's no wood frame buildings out here. So other than out back, over here on the side, they got, those are tin too, but I don't know if they're wood or not. But
probably a wood frame
point
with tin on the outside.
He didn't want this to ever happen again. Lightning can strike twice. So he didn't want to ever have to lose a bar. It's like these bar tops. The bars are brick and concrete. So it's like nothing could happen to them. The equipment could melt.
Yeah.
But the other thing he does here, which I never knew, is all the alcohol is put through guns. So when they push it, you get a full shot. You get this and that. One, it keeps everybody honest. And one, you don't want to give people double and triple shots. One, they're not paying for it. Plus, you don't want to get somebody so drunk that they get,
they can't get home.
Yeah, they have an accident or something like that. And plus, you make more money when you sell a drink at a time.
Two Wheeling Tom's on. He says, hi. As Pipes is on. Hey, Andrew, you guys have a safe trip coming out. Tulsa Badger says he's got a super clean 98 Ultra Standard, 30,000 miles, ready to go for Sturgis. $3,500, and nobody's grabbed it yet. I'm surprised. Older bikes not moving around here in Michigan. So I don't know. JR said beer is steer. So I guess that gets them out here. Jerry Kraft says Sturgis Cannabis Shops reviews, best deals. I don't know. We don't do that. So Clay Hicks says, hi, Bob and Tam.
Oh,
Axel
if you
will
buy
perform,
cannabis
JR.
here, you have to have a medical card. You cannot go in and buy cannabis just because you just showed up here. So you have to have a medical card. You can't smoke. You can't eat it, smoke it, or do anything with it in public. Can't do it in your car. Got to do it at home behind closed doors. So FYI, that this is not recreational state when it comes to cannabis, marijuana, whatever you want to call it. And if you get pulled over, it has to be in the medical bottle. Then you have to have your card with you. If you have it in a baggie, you could be arrested. Could be bad for you.
So Guns N' Rides says, hi, Bob and Tam, trying to catch up with you in Sturgis. How long y'all going to be at the Full Throttle today? Probably until at least around 6 o'clock, because we're usually on about 2 hours.
But where we're at, you can't get to it because we're in the construction
But when we come
zone.
back out, we'll
hang out here a little while if there's anybody here.
Eric says, leaving Thursday morning from Racine, Wisconsin. Rick says, okay, JR, I am EMC for hire for you guys. I am EMC. I don't know. I'll get Axl Rose. There you go. We're here, there.
I think
We're
Poison's
there
coming back out on tour. I think I seen
before
that.
it burned. We were there before it burned.
So
Okay.
was we.
Yep. There's Bob and Dee. They're on. They got my pie. They're here. I told them we'll try to stop by kickstands. Sorry about today. Trying to get up, set up. Hope to see you tomorrow. Okay. Billy Ray's on. How's that? I heard the Havasu is not quite as hot as it's been in last year.
So we might be going tomorrow. If anybody's wanting to ride, I got to finish my video either tonight or tomorrow morning and get that up for tomorrow. And after that, we're going down to get chicken tomorrow.
We're
So,
going to be
we've
riding
already
on
got-
the 385. So
Well, it'll be before the construction. It's before the construction.
I think we'll hit some of it.
No, 'cause right. It's before it's after you cross the dam, as construction starts. The rest of it's done.
Oh,
Did you
I don't
think
wanna-
somebody?
no.
Return to sender?
Gareth says hi, Bob and Tam. Daniel says hi, everybody. How are you doing? Getting ready for the rally. I'm getting ready to watch Bob and Tam's coverage for the rally. It'll be really cool. Crap on a cracker. High guns and rides. Meet you at Full Throttle last year. There you go. When Billy and Sandy, when are you going to be out here? I would think they were here really early last year, I think. Birdie Lady 44 says, have you guys tried Gold Pan Pizza? We did last year.
Where's that at?
We went down there. I think we ate with Cameron. It's on Main Street, and they're only open very weird
We ate
times.
there.
And they
We
had
did a
that.
breakfast there once.
Yeah,
too,
yeah, we did the breakfast too.
because you had to go out the back.
Yeah. So yes, we have. Billy Ray says 104 in Havasu today. That's not
It's
bad.
not bad. Probably
Uh,
cooler than it is here at 92.
yeah, because of the heat index. Bob, are you going to get pictures of the new chicken lady? We have never met the
We're
old chicken lady.
we probably will be able to get the chicken lady on an interview tomorrow.
Yeah,
The chicken lady that cooks the
because
chicken.
it's Monday. Yeah,
Yeah.
but she won't be sucking on no bones.
No.
Not like the old chicken
We'll have to
lady.
see if we can catch anybody down there. But being it's Monday, probably if we would have came today or yesterday, because it's in the heart, it's in the marina.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people coming in with boats. We might have caught somebody, but they don't really have. They have the whole chicken, so you're not. I don't think they sell just wings or anything.
No.
They have like the regular main pieces of a chicken, so they don't have anything. They do have a wing, but I mean,
But
it's
your
not
mom
like,
used to suck all the.
I know Art does too.
I know. Suck that chicken
'Cause
dry,
they
and that's
grew-
all that's
They
left
grew
is
up in their
bones.
depression.
All them blood vessels and ligaments.
All the good stuff. That's how she lived so long.
Hmm.
In her 80s.
9% humidity. Woo, that's getting
That's
up there.
still
Oh,
because it's been higher than that.
yep. Did Bob bring his chopper? No, we were going to.
We haven't got the
Well, we
compressor
wanna-
relief valves put in
He
yet.
wants to take it to Willie's and maybe sell it there during
Daytona.
Daytona.
We got to talk to the guy that was going to do the work for me. He no longer works for that company. So we got to go talk to the owner. He's supposed to be here. We're going to talk to him and see if he's going to give me the same deal or if he's going to help me and go from there. So hopefully, we're hoping when we get home in August, September, if it's not too blistering hot, I can get that apart and we get that fixed. Make sure it's running good, ride it a little bit because I want to be able to ride it in. I don't want to trailer it in and push it in and all that.
Yeah.
And then hopefully I'm looking to sell it in Daytona
Hopefully.
to get something else.
I think you could leave it with Heavy Ed. Have him sell it so we don't have to take it back home.
Have to see. I don't know if you could have to ask him if he thinks he could sell it.
Mm. So you're all caught up. How about that?
Holy Jennifer Jupiters, we're doing pretty
There's
good.
170 on.
All right, we're over here at the Full Throttle Saloon. Behind us is the main stage. We are sitting in the general admission. On the other side of us here, facing that way is the bar. That first pavilion is free for you all day and all night and all 24 hours a day. You'll be out here free. They probably let you sleep on a bench. I didn't say that. They didn't give me that permission. But if you hide under the bar, you probably get away with it. The main bar, it's free. That's where they're going to have a band in there all the time, daytime, evening, night. Over at the Moonshine Distillery, which is right next door to that, they're going to have bands in there. They're going to be bluegrass, blues, all kinds of good stuff like that to hear. That's going to be over there. This is the general admission. This is going to be the first place it's going to cost you to get into. Next is we got the bridges. This is the main bridge in the center, and then we got the two on both sides. This one and the one that's on that side next to the buildings where the vendors used to be at, where they're still at. They're not here yet. That one's done. They're actually getting ready to put up the guardrail so you don't, when you're drunk, you don't fall off and slam down on some people standing underneath you. So that'll be there. This one over here, the far one that we showed you last week, that was they were putting the steel beams up. They've already got the main face of the floor all done. And they're getting ready to start putting slats down. They were lining them all up and getting them all bolted down and getting them all secure, and then they'll put the slats down. So probably I'm saying the next day, they're going to be done with both bridges and probably have the guardrails up on all of them, probably within the next 24 to 48 hours. Probably 24 to 40 hours before that. We'll be back to tell you about that.
There you go.
Probably won't be back here Monday, but we'll come back on. Well, unless we come back tomorrow for brisket. I'll have to check with Joe and see if he's going to cook brisket.
Well, you're gonna do chicken. You're gonna do brisket. What are you gonna do?
Maybe do both. Brisket, and then go get some chicken.
So Glenn says only 61 thumbs up, and there's 170 on. 172 I got. That says 183.
Oh, Jennifer Jr. We're live from the Full Throttle Saloon. Behind us is everybody wants to know. Hey, this is breaking news. There's not another YouTuber that's they're going to have to stand out there in the cheap seats and shoot this way. They're not going to be able to get into where we're doing. This is the construction zone, and everybody that works here now is my buddy because they all know me. And hey, Bob, what's going on? Hey, Bob. Hi. And so it's real cool because when I first got here, they're like, can't come back here. Can't go over here. Can't stand there. Can't do that. Now nobody questions me at all. So this was a trial because somebody gave me permission to be here, which wasn't Michael and wasn't the manager girl that we have here. It's kind of like, not really Michael's right-hand person, but his administrative person. And I didn't know if she came by. If Michael came by, I don't think he'd say anything. But I don't think he'll come by because he probably don't want to be on camera. Without us catching him and knowing that he's prepared to say whatever he wants to say. So pretty quick, we haven't even seen him today. He's probably in his office.
Peter H says, hi, Bob and Tam. Lynn and I are from Australia. We're going to ride our rental bikes from Las Vegas tomorrow. Hope to see you in Sturgis.
There you go.
So, Peter, if you haven't given us, put up our email. If you haven't sent us your information, I guess send us your email because I don't know. Do you have a phone that you can use in the States that aren't going to cost you a fortune to call us or text? And then we can either email or text you. Will you go live when Hank Jr. is in Disturbed? No, because
it's copyrighted music.
Yeah, and we can't show any of that.
Depending on,
we can maybe do Facebook.
Depending on what goes on, like if Hank would let us film him, if we're back there where they're eating, if we're back there, if he allows us to do a live feed, yes, we would do that. But the odds are, what happens with a lot of these recording stars are they have contracts. So every time something's being recorded or done or something like that, it has to go through their agent and be approved and all this. You can sometimes, the Buffalo Chip always says they do it, but we've asked a bunch of times and we've never been approved. Usually you can go and get pictures with them. There really isn't anybody that, the only reason I'd want to get a picture here is because if we end up getting to eat, then we can take a whole bunch of pictures of the food and all that stuff and then take a picture with him. And then we can say, look, we were here. And so, I don't know. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's not the end of the world. We will be able to get really close. We will get you some shots. Like when they come out, it's like Kid Rock we did years ago at the Full Throttle, at the Buffalo Chip, that you can get him when he's talking because that's not copyrighted. So I've done that. Like Kid Rock always comes out and talks a lot. We did that year. I shot that. So in a case like this, we could record what he's saying.
When he comes out.
Yeah, if he talks. I've never seen Hank Jr. in concert, so I don't know how his concert works. You know, some people like ZZ Top never talks. They come out and play their music, and they leave.
Well, they say Disturbed is supposed to be really good because I guess they're doing a live tour album, but this, whatever they're playing that night, is not going to be on that album. So they think they're going to like cut loose and go wild because I think they have to play certain songs in a certain order and a certain time so they can just do all these different places that they're playing at. But this venue is not going to be on that live album. So that's what somebody said. Did you hear that?
No.
Somebody was talking and they said that. I don't know how true that is. That's just what I heard. Yes, Kathmandu is starting to fill up, Billy Ray. There's probably, 40 campers there.
Probably. They've been rolling in. There was one rolled in this morning around 7 o'clock.
Yeah. Art says Florida today is 96 and it feels like 112.
I was probably here yesterday.
Bye, Neil. We'll see you in a few. He says he's got to run.
He can't run.
Yeah, no, he can't.
He can drag.
Grizzly's on. How are you two? I keep seeing y'all on the bike, but we're always going in the opposite direction. You two are the busiest YouTubers in the business. Keep up the good info, Grizzly.
Yeah. He was commenting on that waitress that was at he was saying how good looking she was.
I
said,
know.
he's gonna get in trouble with his wife.
He is,
Talking
yeah.
about
How
cute
good-
girl that was at the VA that talked to us.
At the Veterans Club.
Yeah.
Yep. He said,
He
she's
was-
a cutie.
Yep, thought he was hitting on her. His wife might get jealous.
So, anyway,
We had a comment. I don't know how many of you watched, not very many of you, but we had a great interview yesterday. Tam interviewed the poster girl from the
The
Buffalo
Buffalo
Chip. Nobody has ever done an interview
Danae.
with any of these girls like this, like we just did. We asked her if she's married, and she's not. I'll give you that hint. What's her perfect guy? What's she like? Or what's her favorite food? What's she do? What's her background? She asked her a lot of really good questions, and she's really good. So hey, check out that video if you haven't. It's well worth it. I thought it would be a viral video, and it's not. And I'm kind of disappointed. I just thought she's really a cute girl, and I thought it would really go crazy.
kind of get it in depth. You know, you see her poster everywhere, and she'll sign a poster and give it to you. But to actually find out about her personally, we thought
You can
would
find out how you could be the perfect man. She tells you. She does, doesn't she?
I guess.
She did. We asked her, and she told us what she wanted in a man. She said nothing like the last three she had.
So
She's changing her ways. She's single right now.
there you go.
All she got is a dog.
She is. She's cute as a button.
Do you think buttons are cute?
Yeah. Well, that's an old saying, isn't it?
Yeah.
I guess
Grandpa.
buttons used to be cute. Had to have just the right buttons on your clothes, or you didn't look right back in the day.
So a lot of stuff going on there. The vendors are showing up here in town. A lot of tents are going up. A lot of trailers are rolling in. We just seen not Vance. What's the other one? Vance and Hines. What's the other one? I want to say Elderbrock, but it's not Elderbrock.
Starts with an R. Reinhardt.
Reinhardt's truck just pulled in today. It's sitting down here. Some more big trucks are pulling in. Indian just started their setup yesterday. They got some of their scaffolding and stuff out there, big signs out front. Harley's almost done putting their stuff together.
Setting up.
Yeah, they've been setting up for about a week.
Because I'm thinking that Harley might open Tuesday because the Outpost, where you can get the really good prices, is going to be open on Tuesday, which is kind of weird because Black Hills Harley, all the vendors aren't even going to be open up until Wednesday. So I don't know.
They're raising up the bucket truck there.
So
We got some action going on behind us. Heavy equipment back there.
There you go.
Spreading the asphalt. See any of that going on back there?
And they've got-
he's doing donuts over here behind King.
trying to pack it all down.
Yeah. So
So let's see who else we got on. Glenn says, is the Chip doing the gun thing this year?
no.
She's not yours, just your turn. Nomad Biker. She's not yours, just your turn. I don't know. Rick says, where are you guys? I see the main stage and the bridges. I'm sitting next to the apparel store.
You probably can't see us because that machine's blocking the view.
Yeah. Glenn says, I was in Gunpolsia or something like that. Yeah, they had that a couple years ago. They acted like they were going to come back. I don't know what happened. They were all excited. They wanted to come back.
Oh, you
The
mean
Buffalo Chip.
Well, they've had the machine gun shoot before, and that's come back a couple of years.
But they were talking
but,
about that gun thing.
Yeah, the Gun Fest. They said they wanted to come back, but when we talked to Woody, owns the place, they never called him back. So he said he was interested in letting him come back, but I think he rented them the spot, and I think they wanted to work another deal or something out next time. I don't know. I don't know what happened. We're supposed to be getting a tank, but then we heard a little gossip yesterday that there wasn't enough people that booked it, and now the tank's not coming. So I don't know. You have to go online to the Buffalo Chip and see if you can sign up for the tank. It's like $500 to ride the tank, but you can take 4 of your buddies or 3 of your buddies or something with you.
But only one gets to drive, so you
Yeah.
can't take turns.
Yeah.
Which that kind of stinks.
Well, I guess probably because they train you, probably make you sign something different if you're driving it. But it's supposed to have a flamethrower on it. They were going to shoot a couple of shots out of it. That's what Rod told us, Woody. So I don't know if it's coming or not. We haven't got to talk to Greg yesterday. He's in charge of that. And
So Brianna, we're originally from the St. Louis area. We lived in the Illinois side, but right outside of St. Louis. We lived up in Chicago right after we got married for a couple of years. Then we moved down to Washington, Missouri until 2002. Then we moved to California until we
lived there
moved
for
to
17
Arizona.
years.
Yeah, in
Then-
2018, well, 2015 is when we bought the house in Arizona. And then I moved out there in 2018 and then He retired in 2019. Vichel says, glad to catch your live. My husband and I
Oh, I
live
kept forgetting to ask
vicariously
about
through
that
you.
crane again.
Keep up with the great reporting. Thank you.
Next guy walks by, make sure I ask him.
What crane?
The crane that's
Oh.
over there. You got this giant crane with a ball on it, like a wrecking ball, like they're gonna put on it.
Well,
sitting over by. I'm like, I have no idea why they have such a big crane.
Well, that guy was just here. Where'd that
I
guy
know,
go?
but so I said I keep forgetting. I just looked at it again, and I see somebody walk by. I'm gonna ask. He's gonna get ready to see if he's gonna raise up the deck over there.
Oh, yeah. Jerry's on. How are you and Jill doing? Hello. I'm glad to watch you live. My husband. Oh, okay, I already read that. I guess I missed Jerry. Sorry, Jerry. You were in between Brianna and Michelle. So, all caught up again.
And there's a lot of really cool 85th anniversary shirts. We just found, okay, I don't know if any of you know this or not that are coming, but if you're on LaSalle Street coming from Junction, Main Street or whatever, you're heading towards the 90 on LaSalle Street. You go underneath the viaduct. That's where Dairy Queen's at. There's Burger King's over there. The Pizza Ranch is over there. There's a car dealership over there. That's where Boss Hoss is going to be. They're also having a gun fest there. No shooting, but
Smith and Wesson's supposed to be there.
Remington, Winchester, manufacturers.
And they said the ammo is supposed to be really cheap. There he is.
He's too far away for me to catch him.
Well,
maybe I'll go get a drink. You can talk.
All right.
Let me take my microphone off so you don't hear me yapping in the bar. I'll be back. Take my camera.
Take his camera. You better run if you want to catch up to him. So anyway, lots of exciting stuff going on. It's really getting to be crunch time, and a lot of people are here. It's not the size of the crane, but what you do with it. I know. Well, he says it looks like a wrecking ball. I mean, it's probably bigger than it looks, but to me, it only looks like it's this big. But I mean, it's a big giant crane, but the wrecking ball part is not like what Miley Cyrus swings on. So anyway, so we're out here, and we're going to be out here until probably the 13th of August, and then we'll head home. And so we're hoping to meet up with a lot of you guys, as many as we can. If you're already out here, we're talking about going on a little ride tomorrow, so we'll have to see. I know I'm sitting here thinking of all the people I know that are already out here, if I can get a hold of them all tonight before we leave, to see if they all want to go with us. So we'll either go out and get chicken, or we'll come out here and get brisket, or we'll do something. So, because Rick's out here, and then I know George is over at the Buffalo Chip, and then Bob and Dee, they're at Kickstands, and there's a couple of people that are staying at Kathmandu. There's like 4 at least I know that are staying at Kathmandu. So lots of people out here. Jeffrey Pope, he's out there. He said he just got here. He's in Rapid City, so we'll have to see where we can meet up with him, because that's pretty far out. Because they're almost to out there at the place already before we go. Doesn't seem like more bikes so far this year. I couldn't say. The last 2 days, there's been an influx, a big influx of bikes. So, but we know a lot of you guys were saying you were coming out early. And then there's a lot of people that are coming out like the first and only staying the first few days. So I think it's going to be a good rally. And maybe if it'll be like hit and miss, that it'll be just a nice continuous flow throughout the whole rally, where there's a good group of people here and then they leave and another group comes in, and I don't know, we'll have to see. So we are going to have a meet and greet on the first Friday on August 1st at Kathmandu, and that's right off the 90 at exit 34, and just turn toward like you're going to the cemetery and follow that road around until you come to Kathmandu Lane, and follow that down, and then follow the signs to the bar. As soon as you get in to Kathmandu, you'll turn left, and that'll take you down to the bar, and that's where we'll be from 12 to 1:30, 2 o'clock. Because I think between 2 and 3, there's something else that we need to get to. I don't remember what it was. I got a whole list, and I should have had it all ready to go. I got a lot of it done, but I think it's out there in the truck. I should have told him to go out in the truck and get my notepad, so I know all the different things, where we're going to be at, and the events we're going to cover. So if you can't meet us at the meet and greet, maybe we can meet you somewhere else. So Saturday, which is the 2nd, we'll be at Buffalo Chip. I got to figure out which way I'm at. Buffalo Chip's that way. And that's the content creators meetup. And we'll be there between 4 and 5. We're not going to stay there very long because there's a lot of stuff to do Friday night too. And then Sunday, we'll be back at the Buffalo Chip for the Bike Builders Breakfast. That's in the morning. That costs to get in. Kathmandu doesn't cost, and the content creators at Camp Zero on Saturday, that doesn't cost. So we'll be at both of those. The content creator thing at Camp Zero is 4 to 6. So like I said, we're probably only going to be there the first hour from 4 to 5. And then we got a bunch of other things to do. And I got some commercials. How about you guys? Stupid commercials. So yeah, it's all mine. Yep, there we go. So what do you guys want to talk about? Does it seem like more bikes? Town seems to be busier than usual this time of rally. Weather looks like it's going to be a perfect year this rally. Yes, I'm praying that the rain is all done at least for the next couple of weeks. But I'm praying for a little bit cooler weather. I don't like it cold, but today's been fine. But yesterday was really hot. What time will you guys be getting to Full Throttle for the Hank Williams Jr. concert? That's Sunday. I don't have my paper in front of me. We probably won't get out here till probably at least 6, maybe 7, because I know there's a couple more things going on Sunday that we have to go to too. Focus is messed up. Do I look blurry? Maybe that's better. How close is Arkansas? SJS, from where we're at in Sturgis, it's pretty darn far. Other than that, I don't know what you're talking about. Every year seems like it's going to be the perfect weather, but then when we ride, at least one monsoon. Yes, and we've had some downpours, and it's been for a day or two. So I'm hoping that we got all that rain out of here. So we'll have to see how it goes. But yes, plan on getting wet if you're coming out here to Sturgis, because you will probably get wet somewhere along the line. So what are you going to do? One Sexy Biker Chick store. What day are you going to do? I don't know. We've been down there, I guess, twice. We've usually been down there more. But we've really been busy. We've had a lot of different interviews, a lot of neat things going on. When we went to Custer yesterday, there's a cabin that we'll do a video on, but it's called Operation Black Hills Cabin, and you can look it up online if you want to get more information. But any veteran, 30% disabled, military-wise, post 9/11, I think I got all that straight, you can apply they'll give you a week rental at the cabins. And the reason I said, why after 9/11, that just seems like you're being very, picky. But what they're trying to do is get younger families to reconnect, like some of the people that might have younger kids. So there's no internet up there. There's no TVs. There's no phone service. I guess there's a landline telephone in case of emergency. But what they want to do is, when you get back and, you're injured and you've got all these different surgeries and rehabilitations and all the different things that our veterans go through for giving us our freedom. Sometimes it takes them a year or two, and they're usually younger families, and they usually have smaller kids. So their new normal is just kind of thrown everything out of whack in their whole life. So this is trying to give them a time to connect with their family, the parents and the kids, and, no distractions. Everything's paid for. Oh my gosh, the whole community comes together. They get free meals. They get welcome baskets. It's a fully stocked, full of food. The kitchen, they ask them what they drink. They ask them what snacks the kids like. It's just a remarkable program. And they're just trying to get the word out. So we went to do a video with them, and we'll probably be putting that out after the rally. They do it just during the summer because the weather's usually too bad in the winter. But everything is handicap accessible. The shower in the master bathroom is level, so you can take a wheelchair straight into it. There's no steps. There's no inclines. They have this wonderful walking path that you can walk through, and just reflect. It's a little cabin up in the woods. I think it's 1,200 square feet, I believe she said. 3 bedrooms. It sleeps up to 6 kids. And then there's a separate master bedroom for the parents. But I mean, I thought it was really cool, and it was really something special, something neat that they're doing. So we wanted to get the word out for everybody else. And if you know anybody that fits that description, you can do it. So you can let them know. And it's called Operation Black Hills Cabin. So .com. So you can look that up, or .org. But if you put that in, it's in Custer, South Dakota. Karen, Lisa's on. Just got in. We're headed your way. Did you forget? No. I thought you said you were going to be here Tuesday. Today's Sunday. Oh my gosh. Big Whoop says, dang, well, late to the party again. Susan says, enjoy your trip. Rick says they're calling for rain this Tuesday through Friday. That can change at the drop of a hat, let me tell you, because we've been out here for 7 weeks, and it's like we're debating on what to do, and we take the truck because it's supposed to rain all day. Not a drop. So you never know. Take your rain suit. If you get up and the weather looks great, I would take your rain suit. Like Bob said, download that weather app, and you can check the radar, because you can zoom it in like on 3/4 of the United States, see where the clouds are, and then do the 24-hour radar. It gives it up to 12 hours, I think. So if you're only going to be gone 4 hours, you can see if there's no clouds in the vicinity, or it'll show you where they're coming from and what time they're supposed to hit. It's more accurate than the meteorologists on TV, but it's still not 100%. But like I said, that's why we tell you to bring your rain suits. Salty Badger, most injuries are not visible, and no surgery will repair the pain and suffering of the post-PTSD. Yes. And that's what they said. Even sometimes it'll take them a couple of years to even feel comfortable enough, even though they don't have any physical injuries that you can see, but just the mental anguish that they've gone through. And I mean, even if they haven't gotten injured, to see their fellow, I want to say inmates, but not inmates, their fellow comrades out there getting hurt or killed or injured, that's a lot to take in. And it's the same way with police officers. My dad was a policeman, and I think he had PTSD. But all the things you see and you hear, I mean, you can't ever unhear that or unsee that. So, and that's what they said. Sometimes it just takes those guys a couple of years to even get comfortable enough to say, all right, I'll venture out and say, I'll come there. But, and then they've always asked, all the recipients have come. I think they've been doing this since 2013, I want to say, or it started 2013 and the cabin got built in 2014, right around in there. But like a couple of people said, like they can't sleep laying down, so they need a recliner. So there's 4 recliners in the cabin, to where if you have to sleep sitting up, or you feel like you have to be like ready to go, which I know a lot of those guys get like that. I mean, I just couldn't imagine. They just always feel like they have to be on guard and ready to go. So yeah, it's a great cause, and it's just to get the word out and to get them able to reach out and say, yes, I would like to do the cabin. Or, maybe somebody that they wouldn't do it themselves, but you might, apply for them or give somebody their name so they could see what it was like. But I think once we do the video, maybe, and people can kind of see what's going on, it might make them a little less reluctant to go do something, step out of their comfort zone. Because I know, like you said, just from the PTSD and the different traumatic, sounds like there's a helicopter, traumatic stress they've been under and endured, that just to be able to leave, their comfort zone. So, oh, it's a jackhammer. They're pounding down the pavement. That's what it is. So anyway, yes. And a special thank you to all you veterans out there that are serving or have served, or parents have served, or siblings. We're all indebted to you. My kids buy a house down there. Okay. Jay Watson, take the rain suit every day. Yep. That's what I always say. If we take the rain suit, it probably isn't going to rain. If we leave the rain suit, it'll rain for sure. It seems like that's the way it goes. Good news. Granddaughter had her baby last Sunday, 6 pounds, 1 ounce of awesomeness. He's cute. And the original due date was August 4th. Cutting it close. Laugh out loud. Packing for the rally. See you there. Well, that's good. You got to be there for the grandbaby, granddaughter. There you go. Oh, your granddaughter. So it's your great grandson. That's pretty cool. So yeah, I know there's a couple of people that are like on the line of babies due the first part of August. So that's really tough. Jefferson Snyder's on. How are you doing? Steven's on. Yep. I sleep reclining. Yep. A lot of people do. It's just really hard. Neil's back on. Biker Life said, saw your cards in the Sugar Shack today. We got cards in there? I didn't know that. I think we might have left them one. Maybe it's just sitting on the counter there. I don't know. But we've been there a couple times. So that video is going to be out soon about the burgers. See, when it gets to this part of the time, we need to stop filming and just let him finish what he's doing, because that's going to take us right up to the rally. Because we've only got, what, 4 days? And then the rally's Friday. And what I would like to do is do a daily account of things going on do it the day before. Like Thursday night, do what everything's going on Friday. Friday night, do what's going on Saturday. And then that way, we don't have to worry about, we can still film everything we want to go film, but we can relax and he doesn't have to worry about doing a video. That's my idea. But if he'll do that or not, he'll film something and want to get it up and he'll stay up till midnight doing it. So Crispy K, there. Are you coming out this year? We saw you a couple, was it 2 years ago? 2 or 3 at the Buffalo Chip, I remember. Lisa says, yes, we get there Tuesday. Okay, that's what I thought. I thought you meant you were here, like here. And I'm going to say, I have to go down to Deadwood tonight, but Tuesday. Okay. So 1 more day. So how's Joe holding up? Hang in there, Joe. You've only got 2 more days, I guess. All day Monday, all day Tuesday. Hey, Bundy. Bob's off getting us something to drink and probably talking to someone. He wants to find out what that big crane's for over there at Pappy Hoyle. Bike Life. Amazing ride today through Spearfish Canyon. Got out early and back before the heat. Well, we were thinking, were they having any construction on Spearfish? We didn't know if they were having construction on the weekend. Somebody else asked us when we met up with Boss Hoss today, Ashen and Devin, and they were going to go do a ride, and they were thinking about going down Spearfish Canyon. And we said, well, just FYI, they were working on securing the hillside, and we don't know if they're actually going to be, there could be up to a 30-minute wait is what they said, but we didn't know if they were going to be working over the weekend. So where are they working on the weekend, Bike Life? On Spearfish Canyon. Was there any construction? Did you get stopped? A while back, there was going to be my suggestion. That way people will have a night to plan ahead of the day. I know, that's my suggestion, but I'm just along for the ride. Crispy K said, sadly, not this bike week. Bike is down. Yes, we saw you in 23. Okay, that's what I thought. Terry's on. Have a great rally doing a road trip. Meet up with Mark and his son to do a tour of New England. All right. Did you guys go over to, did you do your trip? Was that last year? I can't think of where you went. Was it Australia or New Zealand? I can't remember where he was going to go. We'll be there a little sooner, but Joe, poor Joe. Bob talks fast. Just give updates in a bunch of shorts. I know, but he just like, he sees stuff and then he can't, and then we'll film stuff and then he's like, okay, I want to get this done. And then he'll see something else. I got to get that out today. So the video, like, I think there's one video we did and he keeps throwing it back. Oh, we'll do it the next day. We'll do it the next day. We'll do it the next. Just like the burger thing. I said, you got to get that out before people get out here or they ain't going to know where to go get a good burger at. So I don't know. He's a guy. Any of you women on know what I'm talking about. Can't really tell him nothing if you haven't figured that out already. Crispy K, my bike is there and I'm in Alaska. Tam, you have a good attitude. I try. That was the way my mama raised me. Antarctica, that was it. And it was awesome. Okay. I couldn't think where it was, but I remember now. Now that you told me. So anyway, if you're all coming out, get out here safe and sound and be very, very, very careful. Like I said, and if you're not coming out this way and you're just riding at home, still be very, very careful because a lot of people have been having accidents. When we were in Custer yesterday for that Operation Black Hills cabin, we went to go eat on the corner of 385 and the 16. There's a little restaurant there, and a cop car took off going toward like Newcastle. A couple minutes later, another cop car. A couple minutes later, an ambulance. A couple minutes later, a fire truck. A couple of minutes later, the state patrol went by. A couple minutes later, the county went by. So I don't know what happened, but I'm praying everybody is okay. But there was a lot of action going out of Custer toward Newcastle because, you drank half of it. Oh, that feels good.
There's like 2,000 subscribers out there.
Are there?
There's one old table with about 10 guys in it. They caught me at the coming through the gate, and I'm like,
Did you see Rick? Rick's out
yeah,
there.
he wanted to come back, and I just told him I can't.
Yeah,
I can't get him back because well, it's already 5:08, so it's not that much longer. We're gonna be done. So I just can't push my luck because this is a construction zone. Like I say, when I first came here, they wouldn't even let me get past the barrier. You can't go back there, get away from there. So once we got it all set up, everybody that works back here knows who we are. Actually, one of these kids that just was standing behind us a while ago, I don't know if he was trying to get into the video or not. The one we talked to, where were we at today? He was talking to me.
Last night.
Yeah. Then
At the Buffalo.
he was back there when I was back there talking to Joe, getting our bratwurst.
No. So Tammy says they're leaving Kansas on Friday. Hope to run into you guys somewhere. Oh, it feels good. Just keep it on there.
Hands are freezing.
Put it on my bag. Up higher. There you go.
Take your shirt off.
No, we're not doing that.
She'd be cooler, wouldn't you? Once you see her shirt off, it'd be cooler if it breeze. Construction guys will be over here in a minute.
Yeah. Madakai, leaving after work tomorrow. There you go.
Can you guys still hear us? Because behind us, they're patting down the concrete.
I thought it was a helicopter. I kept looking in the sky, and I'm like, it's like a jackhammer, but it's flat.
Pad on it, and then, that'll stop in a minute. They got the crane over here, the bucket crane. I don't know what they're doing up there. We might show you some of this before we leave. Give you a sneak peek. If you hang around to the end, you won't have to wait for the video tomorrow. We got a great video tomorrow. Got a bunch of cool stuff to show you. My bike broke down. We're going to tell you what happened to that. Another mess that happened. Screwed up today. Happened on Friday. And, of course, they're pretty closed on Saturday and Sunday. So wait till you hear that story. That'll be on tomorrow's video. It did finally get fixed.
Brianna says she's got the Weather Channel app, and it has live radar.
There you go. That's what you need on your phone.
Lisa's on. She's like, oh, there's Bob.
I'm here. Where are you?
She said she was here, and I thought she meant here. I'll
take that guy's construction hat there, the sombrero. We could sit her down and tell her she's one of the work. I can tell her she's one of the dancers. Came up to do an interview with us. Are they back there dancing?
I don't know. I didn't even look.
I don't know what they do.
I don't know where they went
back there. So I figured they've been practicing back there, but they've been doing it in between the construction workers, and they're trying to chase all the guys away from them. And so I don't know if we'll be able to. One of the girls we know, because she actually works at, that's the other one who works at Dungeon Bars.
Yeah.
Flaunt's over there at Wild Bill's. They're doing a cabaret show Wednesday nights. I don't know. We got to be back over there too. We're going to do an interview with her.
Oh, yeah.
And so maybe they're doing one every night. I don't know, during the rally. But it's supposed to be a comedy, cabaret. A couple of people went to it. Some of our subscribers went to it and said it was pretty good. So,
that's something else I got to tell. Oh, my gosh. I need to write.
Where the heck have you been?
No. Well, we were talking about doing a ride, and I said, I'm thinking of all these people that are here already that I need to call. Fender getting one of them.
Did they want chicken tomorrow?
Oh
no, these guys. We might have 20 other guys riding with us to get chicken
tomorrow.
Well,
plus
we might have 100 bikes going down to get chicken tomorrow.
We got to order first. We have to wait for them all.
We got to be in the front. We don't need them down.
So anyway, uh, 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 Brianna, okay, Matt, Montgomery. Now we see who is the brains of this operation is. Jeff L says leaving Wednesday morning. There you go.
Joe's hauling these girls all around. I don't know where he's taking them to.
I don't know. Spending the winter next year, I have to find a rapid. Probably need a battery, oil change, bugs off, clean wax, socks, tires, blah, blah, blah. Yep. Hi, Neil. I'll take you up on that. I have to see Alaska in my bucket list. I'm just in need of
Oh,
a
they did
hat.
get a steamroller. They kept saying
yeah.
they didn't know if they were going to get a steamroller.
I don't know where they
Here,
get
maybe
all
we'll
this
show you a little bit around. Let me put my reading glasses on so I hit the right buttons here.
So
We'll
you're
flip
going
the
to take
screen
mine
around.
off?
No, I'm just going to sit
Are
right
you
here and do
gonna talk?
it.
Oh.
I'm just going to sit right here. You can still talk. Settings.
Someone is
Camera.
keeping it for you then.
Hey, there's me.
It's at the campground. Someone's storing it for him.
Okay, so there's a steamroller over there. There's a big bobcat. There's a crane over there. So that's where the vendors are going to be. All in there, they're smashing it all down. They're rolling it down. I was wondering if they're going to get a roller, and they kept saying they didn't think they were. So maybe Michael got it the last minute. So there's the steps that they're building. They got 4 sets of those. Here they're over here spreading the broken up asphalt, getting it all packed down. They're rolling it over there. There's that roller I was talking about. So they're getting that all packed down. That's the smokehouse back there, that old looking building. And so all the decking is on. This one's completely done. That one, they got all the baseboards on. And what they're doing right now, what that guy's doing, is they're positioning them and bolting them down so they're connected to the steel, and then a guy will weld a plate to them and screw it to the bottom. So that way it doesn't move around. So that way it's all one piece and nothing's going to happen to it. All the stuff is really put together good. So that one, they still got it. Once they get all that tied together and all the boards are straight, they will put all the planks on it. See, you can't really see the plank up there, but it's off the lip there. They're boards that's like floorboards in your house, and they're screwing those all down, and then you'll be walking on those. And then they're taking like these poles here, which that's not that one. They got 4x4s. You can't really see it. Oh yeah, you can. If you look under the Starlight Motel sign there, you see those little sticks sticking up. That's the poles that they're going to hook. Right now, they're going to just do chain link fence, and they're going to cut them off and then put a banister on it so you can put your arm on it. And that'll be all the way around on both sides. This bridge will not connect to this bridge at this time. Now, maybe something will change, but at this time, they told me they weren't going to do it this year. They were going to put a fence. So to get on that bridge, you'll have to go up these steps, and I don't know how it's all going to work. But kind of shows you what's going on. So there's a look at what's going on here. Here's where they're building the countertops. These guys here taking a break, and they're putting all the rebarb in. They built all that. So tomorrow they've got a mixer. I don't know where that thing is. I kept seeing it, but I don't see it now. The bars must be blocking them. There's a mixer over there for concrete. So I'm thinking they're going to mix it up by bags and put it in there. So there's that one vendor that's always here. They're all the way up front, way up front. And then the other vendor tents over here. Those are the same people that are doing that. And then way out there on the other side of that rock pile is the extra rocks that they put in for parking motorcycles on. See that semi way up there, that white one? That's where if you have a car, truck, side by side, anything like that, you're going to be pulling in there. And then there's a road that goes down there, and you're going to be parking out here in the field. There's supposed to be shuttle service to bring you in. That's what I've been told. Anything can change. So if you've been out here before, they used to have a ATV show. I don't know, 10 years ago, they used to have it right before the rally. Well, that road is right before you get to that little circle there is where he's supposed to put semis out there with names on it to say car parking. So if you're coming in here to the Full Throttle, only motorcycles, probably trikes, will be allowed to come in the main parking in the front. Unless you are at Pappy Hoyle or you're renting a cabin, you can go back to Pappy Hoyle Campground. You will not be able, just because you have a Pappy Hoyle Campground, you're not going to be able to park up front. You got to park back by your campsite or by the pool or whatever. So there you go. So lots of work going on. Hey, there's the girls. They're all getting up on the stage. Can't see them. They're hiding. The bulldozer's blocking them. You need a mic. big thing. All right, so let me flip the camera back around so you can talk.
All
You're still
righty.
on.
So George is on. Linda says, hey, Linda, how you doing? George said hi to Neil. Did we lose them or is it just me? It might be just you because I'm still good on my phone. Little wobbly, but he's trying to turn the camera around. So there you go.
We're back on the air. 153 people. Lost about 20. We're here at
I
the
got 144.
full throttle saloon. Can you believe it? We're live right here in the general admission area. So if you're coming to watch a concert, you can see behind us is the stage. This wouldn't be the ideal place to sit because that one of the poles for the bridge is right in our way. But that's why you want to get here early. Now, right now, this place is full of tables and chairs. I'm not guaranteeing they're still going to be here. They may put them out. I would think because they're cloth, whatever they call that, plastic or whatever they're made out of.
Mesh.
That I wouldn't think they'd put them out in the hot sun. I would think they would leave them under here. That's my thought. But we haven't seen Michael all day to ask him any questions. He may be listening because what Michael does a lot of times, he doesn't watch our videos, but he listens to us a lot. So he may come on tomorrow morning. It could come on tonight at 11 o'clock. You can catch him down at Domino's at 11 o'clock. He likes to get pizza down there at night.
That's the only place it's open.
And or at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, he may be on. And he may answer any questions that we told you we don't know. Because we don't tell you something until I really know for sure. So we know the smokehouse is going to be open for lunch and breakfast, but lunch and dinner. But it's going to be a lot of the stuff, maybe a brisket and some of the stuff that they cook. Maybe once it's gone, it's gone. There may not be. If you're coming in here thinking at 8 o'clock you're going to get some brisket or something, you may not, because they only have so many grills here to cook. Now they may end up having hamburgers and brats and some stuff like that, because he's making a big giant grill out here to hang brats on, and the guy's not making it fast enough, but it's gigantic. They're using a semi truck wheel for the grill, and then he's making a giant circle, almost like a tractor wheel, but it's 10 times bigger than that, and then it's going to spin, and then the meat's going to hang on that wheel. So he's got to acid wash it, and he's got to paint it and do all that, so we don't die from anything that's on that wheel. So he's going to fix it all up for us, but he's trying to get that done. The guy's over there welding away on it. He's a local guy. He wants a commercial, but I said, you got to give me a card with your number on it so we'll give you a plug. He's having third kid, and he's been working for the forestry, so he's gone 6 months of the year. He says, it's a little hard to raise kids when I'm on the road for 6 months.
A little hard to have kids
his
when
wife,
you're on the road for 6 months.
Well, you only have to be there for one of the months. One of the days.
I don't know.
So I'd like to become a full-time welder again.
That's not the welder that welded that first bridge, is it?
This is the guy they just hired the other day I was talking about.
Oh.
He redid a bunch of the welds. He's going to be a really good welder.
I don't know. I'm not getting any more questions. I don't know.
What do you mean? No more questions?
Nope.
Are you out there still? Don't you want to know something about? I just had a whole bunch of people asking me about the full throttle audio. What's going on with this? What's going on with that? Well, some of them said they are watching the channel. I said, well, then you're pretty much up to date, except for Friday and Saturday, or Friday and today's video, because we got out here. I was going to print it. Good thing I didn't, because there's so much. It's like here, we just videotaped LaSalle Street Friday, and there's already probably double the vendors there that I filmed on Friday. But you're just going to have to live with what I show you. We didn't do Main Street.
See, don't that sound like a helicopter?
Yeah.
And I kept looking up in the air, and I'm like,
They're coming after it. They're hovering over, getting a police radar on it.
like they sure can't see me from nothing.
This is our county, isn't it?
What? Yes,
This is
Meade.
still Meade County.
Yeah. Meade County goes north. So all this is
We're good.
Meade County is the biggest
We want
county.
to talk to Pat, the sheriff.
Yeah.
They come talk to us.
I still didn't find a good picture of him.
They take it off the video. Take it still off.
But anyway, we were talking to somebody, and they wanted to know. I was going to show them a picture of him.
The ladies like him. He looks like a cowboy. He looks like somebody that was on what's that show?
Texas Ranger.
No, that show that we were watching. It was on. You had to pay to see it, and you liked it because it was all about the old West and all that, and it's through that family.
Oh.
1883. What is it now? The Daltons.
Yes.
They are.
Yellowstone.
Yellowstone. So it's like he looks like one of the guys that would be on Yellowstone, but not one of the
bad guys.
Yeah, one of the good guys.
Rip.
He's all got the nice shirt on, and almost
always has a white shirt on. He's got a white cowboy hat.
Yeah. It's always it's like a straw hat. Oh, here he goes.
He's going to ask that guy
Wait,
what that cane is. It's like, he doesn't know
What's
his
the
name.
crane
He's
for?
like, hey,
what's that giant crane over there for?
I don't know. Oh, he's got
What are
his.
they gonna do with that?
Oh, he's
stupid thing?
covering it up. He's covering
You
his
don't know either?
microphone, so you probably can't hear him. So XM Biker, I don't know. Are we frozen? Because I'm going to get any more
Oh,
comments.
maybe that's it. That would explain it then.
I mean, on my phone it looks fine.
yeah, I
See if
know.
his phone's still
Okay.
on too. So I don't know. His phone's way behind. Still shows both of us sitting here. What do you say?
He's not sure, but he thinks they hang a big flag from it, American flag from it.
Oh, yeah, that could
Because they
be.
got the hot shots coming, but he said that's going to be over on the other side where you park at. They're going to have the hot shot thing. That's going to be. They got a bunch of cool stuff coming this year, and all like the Globe of Death. That's free. They're going to have what's the other thing? They ride inside the barrel.
That's the Wall of Death. The other one's called the Globe of.
Globe of Death. Globe and the wall. Those are all free. That's going to be the free section. You don't have to pay for. So there is no get here before 6 o'clock and get in free to see the main acts. That's gone history. Probably never see that again. He spent millions of dollars out here fixing this all up. So once you get out of the, so you come through the first building, the main bar, come through the next section, which is where we've all partied at. If you've ever been out here, that's all free. This new section that they put on last year, it's all concreted now. Bars, this is the first general admission area. So you can't get in here unless you're general admission. Some people said, would you be able to hear the concert from the main area? If it's like Disturbed, probably it's going to be louder than heck, probably yes. But I can't say that because I don't know. But you'd be listening through all the people's bodies that are here. So
Okay,
if this place is packed, you might hear more of like, it's kind of like when you're in your car and a car pulls up and all you can hear is the bass thumping. You really can't hear the song. That might be what you end up hearing up there. You will not be able to walk down during the concerts, I don't think.
On the side.
On the sides. You may be able to get over there by the restaurants and stuff.
T-shirt. But
I'm pretty sure that those places are probably going to chase you off unless you're spending money because you're going to be blocking their doorways. So just FYI, what I think. A lot of this, we're going to have to wait till Friday morning and see what's been blocked off. As Michael first said, both sides were going to be general admission only. Well, then you wouldn't be able to get to the smokehouse, which we've been told today that you will be able to get to it. Now, but once the concert starts, I don't know. Because typically, the concerts start, 7 or 8 o'clock out here, probably.
The first
show. By then, you should have already ate dinner. Now, if you're in here, in the VIP area, or you're up front, now general admission may be able to get back there too. You may still be able to buy food from the smokehouse once the bar is open, once the band starts. But we won't. This is all new. This is all new behind us. This is all new over here, the smokehouse. It's all new stuff that they're trying to get the bugs out this year. But they've been working on the food for the last 6-7 weeks. And we've ate it, and we haven't had. They've changed the recipe a couple times. They haven't had any bad food yet, have they?
No.
Best food in Sturgis.
Probably so, yeah. So a few places that you can meet us at is August 1st, Kathmandu, 12 noon to about 1:30, 2 o'clock maybe. That's Friday the 1st. The
That must be
second,
the alcohol thing. Like, what the hell is
the
that?
second, Saturday the 2nd, will be at the Buffalo Chip Content Creators, 4 to 5. And Sunday morning at the Buffalo Chip at the Bike Builders Breakfast, that costs to get in.
$20 now, $25 at the door.
Yes, but it's for a great cause, and you can get some killer deals if you do the
Oh, yeah,
silent auction.
they have a raffle on it. That's how I got my handlebars. I got them for half price. Then paid.
They've got all kinds of artwork
signs
and stuff.
Yeah, and it's worth going to. So, and the breakfast ain't the biggest thing in the world, but you get to meet a lot of people. They're going to have one of the painters or something supposed to be there to sign autographs. Is it Richter? Is that guy that's coming?
Michael, no, it's not Michael Lichter. Scott Jacobs is one of them, and Daniel.
But if you get there early, you get a signed card from them with their latest picture on it for free.
And if you buy one of the raffle tickets, it's kind of the raffle ticket itself is a collector's item.
Yeah.
So
No, that's a museum.
what did you say?
We were talking about the breakfast. The museum's the one that's got the collector ticket.
Yeah, the Bike Builders Breakfast. I don't know.
They had somebody coming in signing.
Yeah,
posters.
posters.
Go back and watch that video.
142-836-22. What's a better time for the Black Hills run? We would say earlier. If you come before the rally starts and get all your riding done, and then maybe stay this first weekend, like this past weekend we're in right now, because Black Hills Harley, a lot of the vendors are there. There's a few vendors downtown, so you get to get here before all the hustle bustle breaks loose and the craziness and all the people. Last weekend of the rally is kind of more locals. It's not. It's
The other
That
thing
is
bad
good.
about the coming in, a lot of people want to do after the rally. Right now, I tell you, after the rally sucks. I would not come here after the rally and hang around. One is a lot of the businesses close down because these people have been working 15, 20 hours a day, staff and everything. Louis, for instance, they take off and he takes everybody on a camping trip.
for one whole week after the
So a
rally.
lot of the
They're not even open
restaurants,
Sunday.
stores shut down. Now, if you want to come out here and see the Black Hills and all that kind of stuff, yes, that would be fine. But you still, this is a big tourist area. The closer you get to Labor Day, the crowdeder it's going to get because people are still vacationing for the summer. We've been out here, so we got out here the first week of June. And typically, the last 2 years, it's been a little more rainier the first week that we're here. This year's an exception. It's been raining all time. It rained 3 nights ago. We had a lot of rain. So right now, I don't know what they're, hopefully it'll stop raining because there won't be no hill climb because it'll be a mud climb out there. And
Well,
I'm
Rick
not
said
even
it
sure
says this next week it's supposed to rain Friday through Tuesday,
well, they're talking that, but you know, here,
or Tuesday through Friday.
what the kind of what they say here in the Black Hills is every minute, every second of every day it rains someplace in the Black Hills. And I would probably believe that. The other day we came out here, we were in Sturgis all day, came out here Friday, and they said, it's been pouring out here. I'm like, there's not a cloud in the sky. Well, a while ago it rained for like 20 minutes and it poured. They were pouring concrete out here.
Trying to.
We didn't get any rain. So we're 7 miles away and it poured here, but didn't rain in Sturgis at all. That is very, very common. It'll rain in Deadwood, but not out here in Sturgis. It'll rain in Rapid City, not in Sturgis, or vice versa. It could be out in Hill City pouring down, but it's not raining in Deadwood. You know, that is what the Black Hills is all about. With the mountains and stuff, the weather is affected by that. They say they have a college out here, the Mine College. They also have a meteorologist, as they say it right,
Yep.
the weather people. They said if you can get an intern here as a meteorologist for
you can
a
get
year,
a job anywhere in the world.
any company, any newscast will hire you in a minute because this is the hardest place to predict weather. And that might be why the newscasters here are wrong 99.9% of the time.
Yep. So George says Michael Ballard has giant signs of his concerts at the Chips exit up there on the highway at the 34 and the 79. Tam, go get Beth from the bar. When we leave, we'll catch up with her. American Legion Piedmont full home cooked meal, $17 this year, and you get ice cream, cake and ice cream. Mark Garcia says hello from New Mexico, heading to Sturgis Tuesday morning. Would love to meet you guys. So our email is up on the screen there. So email us if you want to try to meet up with us or want to try to figure out where we're at. Email us your phone number, and I will text you back with our phone number, and then we'll have
You can text
contact.
back and forth.
Yes. It's hard to call on that number because
Sometimes it doesn't tell us people call.
no. And I try to listen to the voice messages at least every couple of days, but I don't always
We've had it
make
before when we left Sturgis or Daytona, and a month later it shows up.
So anyway,
So text only.
yeah.
Tomorrow's chicken day. We're probably going to go out to 385 and eat chicken. I'm going to finish editing the video either tonight or tomorrow. Seems like there's a lot of people here, so we're probably going to hang out here longer. So we'll probably be editing tomorrow morning. Finish that up. I did an intro on it already. We just got to do an exit. I did an intro out there about what it's about, so I already got that done. My bike broke down. What happens with it? Did I get a new one? Did we get it fixed? What the hell was wrong with it? Did we junk it? Did that stupid 110 finally blow up and we don't have a bike no more? Are we riding a moped?
Did I drop something on top of it and break it?
Are we running around on a Sportster? Tomorrow the news will be there. We're in the truck today, so you can't go out in the parking lot and see if my bike's out there because it ain't out there. So there you go.
Are you guys at Kathmandu again? Yes, that's where we're staying.
It'll be there all through the rally.
So that's a few of the places we're going to be. I don't have my
Tuesday is
list.
a very, very, very busy day. So because a lot of people say that George has been. You've seen George on our channel. We had who rode with us the other day? That was George too, wasn't it? No, we had.
Oh, that was Danny and Lori, and then those Clay and Chuck.
So they rode with us. We went down to an interview in Custer we had to do, which you may not see that till after. It's about veterans.
I told them all about it while you were
And so we're going to probably do that video afterwards. So we did that, ate in town, which sucked, and then we came back. So that was we went to the dealership. And so yesterday was about 125 miles we rode. So we don't mind. You can always come with us. But you have to realize that we are doing interviews. Like they had to sit out there probably for 30 or 45 minutes while we did an interview with the people. And but I mean, they had fun. Everybody that's done stuff with us. More people are like George is always like, oh, I feel bad. Am I bothering you guys? And it's like, no, if you're coming along with us, but you have to do what we do.
Yeah, George is great. He's like, okay, where we're gonna go
next? He's kind of like my old buddy Art. As long as he's riding, he don't care. Stop for the bathroom, get something to drink.
So George, we might go get chicken tomorrow. He's on here too now.
There you go. We're
That's what George says. You need to put what I was going to read off today. If I would have brought my stupid book in, he said to put it on Facebook.
Yeah,
I can try and do that.
But you can also put it on YouTube as a post too.
Can you?
Yeah, you put it in the community board I have. That's why when I post stuff, I put it in the community board. So that way it comes up on Facebook.
I'm still not done writing everything down. Well, there's still so much in this Sasha. We met up with Sasha. And he's like, "Oh, can you guys come back Wednesday?" And he says, "I'm only doing stuff." No, this Wednesday.
Oh yeah.
And then he's doing stuff
Friday to Saturday.
Thursday, yeah, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 5 o'clock
every day.
Yeah, from 5 until whenever, because that way then they can go and enjoy the rest of the rally. But he wants us to come and cover it all, and I'm like, we don't have enough time for that.
No.
But we'll come and tell everybody about your events. So we'll
probably do one of them.
Yeah,
I think we can't cover them all. We don't have enough. And I've had somebody else come on here and say that they would film for us and all that. And we've tried that before, and it just doesn't. One, I know what I want.
Okay, Beth.
And sometimes she doesn't always get what I want either. So I'm the one that's got to edit. And if you end up getting a bunch of stuff I don't even need, then you've wasted your time and my time, because then I got to look at it all too. So in our case, we just don't do that anymore. If you film something on your camera, I can give you a Dropbox. You can send it to me and I can look at it. If it's something I can use, I'll be happy to use it. But you can put stuff on your phone too. We can send you a Dropbox and you can put the video in it and download it to it. And but we shoot everything in 4K. So if you're shooting at 720 or lower quality, by the time I zoom it up to 4K, it's so blurry that I delete it anyway. So that's an issue too.
Just as long as you stay on the channel and don't get off. Big Whoop says he dozed off for about 20 minutes in the chair watching us.
Oh, you still got it counted?
That's right, as long as you're on.
You go back and watch that playlist for sure.
You heard it subconsciously, everything we said. So you
what a day, what a
25 minutes.
I'm going to lean back.
Now what are you going to do?
I'm resting. Could use another drink. It's cold.
You're going to go through all of that?
They were giving people plastic and they gave me the glass.
No,
I don't know.
They gave me glass too. I don't know how many bottles of those we got.
Well, I think we only got, there's one under the seat of the truck. So
there's two in the truck, so that's four now.
We had one, but we gave it to Fender Kid when we had the first time.
Oh, yeah. Well, she bought it. That was hers.
Oh.
So Malachi says, "Oh, Big Whoop, terrible. First time late, and then I fall asleep."
Oh, I can't.
Sounds like my dad. He'd come over, and then like 10 minutes later, you'd see him over there. He'd be snoring. Malachi says, "I assume you can still get to the Full Throttle store without paying, right?" Yes.
So you can go to the store. You can go to these vendors that are over here. The new vendors over here. The museum, which I forgot to tell you, that museum will be free to go into and check all out. The first pavilion here is free to come out. That's where the Globe of Death is at. Where they ride the bike in. You'll be able to see the Wall of Death. That'll be over here. They're going to have the slingshot out here. I don't know if that's free or not. I don't even know what that. I'm not quite sure what that is. That thing it shoots up in the air.
Yeah.
It probably costs.
Yeah.
But it may not. I don't know.
Well, when they used to have the zip line, I don't think it cost. Remember, it used to go across the amphitheater?
I think we had to pay for that.
We didn't do it.
It was like $5 or $10, I think. I don't remember. It's been so long. And then the distillery bar that's over there, that's free to get in. The distillery itself, where you buy all the liquor and all that stuff. You want to buy stuff to take home.
Free taste testing.
That's free.
2, I think, is the limit.
Yeah. 5 samples, they charge you, I don't know, a couple bucks if you want to do 5. They just don't want you to get them in there and get drunk. That's why
There's no bar stools in there. There's no place to sit in there. And they're going to have adult shakes in there.
yeah.
So if you wanted to get like
They're
a
gonna have a pretty girl serving them.
chocolate malt with
Some alcohol in it.
there you go. They have those at Sickies.
Oh,
They're not
what
bad.
else did they just get in here yesterday? You did a spot on it. In the bar. By the bathroom.
Oh, they're gonna have a coffee bar in there. So if you're coming out early in the morning and doing a ride and thinking, man, I have to stop and get my coffee first, you can come here and get your
Or
coffee.
you could be like Art. He has to have his coffee
before he goes to bed. I don't know. I never understood that.
But you could also get coffee spike.
Yeah.
So they got a whole big processing thing over there that they're going to have new this year. So that's right
And
when
you
you come
can
in the
get
door.
iced coffee
Just
or
as
hot
you pass
coffee.
the bathroom, it's right there at that first bar on the left.
Yeah, it's
Something
kind of
new.
hard to see, and it's dark in there. I
Yeah.
don't know, man. It's dark in that bar. I kind of hate going in there. It's like
Especially when you're out here and then you go in there and it's like your eyes are like this big and you're like, or this big, and then you need
can't
some
see
light in
nothing.
there.
I know it's like
Seems like it's more lit, but maybe at night it looks more because they got like these little lights up here.
Yeah.
Here they got a couple big lights up here, like those ones you buy in your garage to screw in to make it LED. They got 2 right
they're
here.
bright.
But I don't know if they might be up there just for the construction work. I don't know. There's no other lights anywhere else.
I don't know if
They
they're
got
waiting for
brackets for
concrete.
speakers. What?
I don't know if these guys are waiting for concrete. That's an awful long siesta. They've been on break since we started.
No, they haven't.
Yes.
They're messing around over
No,
there.
they were fiddling, and then they've all been over here ever since
They
then.
might be waiting on something.
That's what I said. I think they're waiting for concrete or something. Anyway, let's see if anybody else spoke up. Actually, I had to get off and get back on. Jeffrey Cope says, it's hot. It was hotter yesterday. Neil DeWitt says, Camp 5 is free. Big Whoop, is there any delivery service in town? Last year, I filled up my water at the campground, but told them it was only 10 gallons. It was actually 30 grams. Generic Punk said, any advice on free tent camping close to Sturgis? That's what Neil said. Camp 5 is free.
Well, there's a lot of yards that are reasonable. Some of these yards are only charging like $10 or $15. Some of them have showers you can use. That's per person. But unless you're used to boondocking, I wouldn't camp at Camp 5. I would do a yard, or I don't know where we're at. Is it $25 or something for dry camping a day?
Yeah.
But there you get
well,
showers.
I think
and all that.
25 is with electric. So I think just Chenton, I think is 15. I think.
Oh,
I don't
I don't
know.
know.
Don't quote me on that, but it's not bad.
See, some of these campgrounds charge you wristbands. A lot of people will say that. Well, go to Glencoe, go to Pappy Hoyle, go to Full Throttle and stay there. You got to buy the wristband. All week, it's $500 now or more for a wristband at most of these campgrounds now. So you got to look at that. Kickstand, same thing. You got to pay for a wristband. I don't know. They're $300 or $400 now too. So if you're staying the whole week, that's still going to cost you. If you're paying $300, you're still paying $30 a night. For a night, or if it's $400, it's $40 a night. So, is it worth that to you? If you want to see the concerts and stuff, yes. But if you're coming out here on a shoestring budget, then I'd look. Nobody will turn you away for camping. So there's a lot of campgrounds out here that don't have wristband charges. Kathmandu does not. Unless you have more than 4 people, I think they charge you $100 after that. But if you're by yourself,
I thought it was over 2.
I don't remember what it was. They may not even do it at all here.
So Salty Badger, are you still on? Somebody wanted to know, I think, about your bike, the 98. They wanted to know, is it a standard or an ultra, or is it a motor or a fuelie or carb? So
98.
yeah, Salty Badger said he had one for sale and he can't believe nobody got it or bought it yet. Was he asking 3,000 for it or something? I don't know.
Yeah.
They're out of Michigan, this couple. So Salty Badger, if you're still on, you can answer that question.
You can email us with your information,
They just did.
and then as long as they email, and we'll send it to him. You got his contact number.
I think so.
If he's not on.
But another guy said that he sent me his information too. That's what I was looking for. That
Well,
Mark
somebody
Garcia.
did the other day, and I said you never came back out of the
Well,
room
no,
to
it's
call.
Mark Garcia. He just sent it today. Just now he said. So Big Whoop, 30 gallons. Okay. So they only gave you 10 and they thought you filled up 30? I don't know. Mark Garcia says he's staying at the Full Throttle. Misty's is 25, I think, and she has showers. That's where Neil was staying.
And also,
that's
you can
on.
also go to Anessa's.
Oh
It's
yeah,
it's not that $30 or $40. You get a free breakfast
and they got
hot
showers.
and everything there. Breakfast every day. Hot breakfast, not a donut and a coffee.
Aaron
She's
says
right across the street from the Iron Horse Broken Spoke.
Yep.
Right there on Lazada. You've got bleachers you can sit on.
you can sit and listen to all the bands from the Iron Horse.
Yep.
Aaron says, do you know of any of the HOG benefits, hog benefits? I don't think they're few and far between.
Well, they were telling us the other day they had something. Oh, they got the Hilton. I think they got a discount for Hilton
like
and something
10%
else.
off.
We'll find out what the latest is and we'll talk to them when they come. We're hog members, but
Danny and Laura is on. They said thanks. They enjoyed the ride yesterday. Yeah, but it got hot there at the end, didn't it?
we're going chicken tomorrow. Chicken
Yep.
Chicken day.
Gonna see Chicken Lady.
When are they leaving?
They're going. Oh, you know what? They might be picking up Billy and Tara tomorrow. Or maybe
that
it's
was that
Tuesday.
today. I think they
No.
were doing that today.
I don't know.
Did you pick them
Anyway.
up today? Are you picking them up tomorrow?
And then they move, I think, Wednesday over to the Buffalo Chip. I think. I don't know. I've got so many people telling me so much stuff. I don't know if I've got them all mixed up or not.
I don't know what
I just know Lisa's going to be here Tuesday.
There you go. Are they on the road already?
Well, they're stopped for the night.
Is he still complaining?
He's still having a
Are
rough
they on
time.
still? Toughen up, buddy. Get on that bike and ride it.
He needs
You don't want her to show you up.
He needs an Iron Butt Award.
Go.
His poor butt.
When he gets here to go home, they sell what's those seats called?
Wild ass.
Wild ass. They sell at the dealership. That's what
I
you
think
need.
he's got one.
Oh, you think he's got one of them already on his seat?
Because he was going to let her
And he's
use
already
it.
complaining. Then I can't help you. You need a sidecar on her bike.
You need a.
He can ride in a sidecar. He can sleep on the way. Take a nap.
That would work. A donut. You need a donut. Yeah.
Donuts to eat?
Lock your two bikes together. Make a quad out of it, and he can just sit on his bike, and you can ride home. I don't know. Oh my goodness.
Maybe I can get you a deal from Paul Bikes, and we could probably get a deal from Heavy Ed to take your bike back, his bike back, and he can ride on the back of yours.
Yeah. They can take it down to Daytona. You can pick it up in Daytona.
And he can ride
He's
on the
just
back
so
of your
happy
bike.
we stopped and asked him on the road today if he can do more miles next time.
How many miles did you do today?
I don't know. Wagonators Wacky Crusade says here we head there Thursday evening, be there Friday, staying at Kickstands. There you go.
But now we're kind of the same way because we haven't been riding for a long time. Now she was beat yesterday on about the 125-mile ride, but it wasn't really hot. My butt hurts a little more now than it used to, but I don't know. I think I lost all my weight in my butt, and I'm sitting on a bone. It hurts.
And then he's even got the seat with it cut out.
Yeah. So I don't know. My leg keeps getting hot now, and I don't remember it ever doing that.
My
before.
ankle. That's what I asked you yesterday if your glove jugs were on because my ankle was getting hot.
I don't know.
Was it on?
Yeah.
Or did you? Oh, I don't know. My ankle was getting hot too. I got him a wild ass seat cushion for the trip, and we haven't even tried it. It stays on his bike.
Well, they should use it then.
Yeah.
Sit on that. That's supposed to be really nice.
Coming from California, staying at Pappy Hoyle's. Aaron is. There you go. It's right there, right next door.
You can run across and cut through the fence here and come see us.
Bet he's not there yet.
Oh, you just can't do it today. Another day when you're here. We're going to be here a lot at the Full Throttle just because he's given us this access and I'm hoping that nobody else will have this access that we know of, that we'll be able to show people and we'll get that extra views. Somebody must be doing something. Right, bringing them lunch.
Either food or bringing him
Brewskis.
something they
It's
can.
beer 30.
Yep.
They have a lot of beer 30s here.
Yeah, I think that's why they get stuff done, but I think they get more done if they didn't have so many beer breaks. Well, now see, they got beer there. They're putting all that stuff in there. Maybe somebody's coming to pick them up.
Could be. Looks like they're picking up their stuff.
Yeah.
They'll be done for the day.
Guess that's what it was. They were waiting for their ride.
Yeah.
Ooh,
They can all get loaded all their stuff up.
throwing away all their trash. All right, we're going to do this again because I don't know why my eyes hurt.
Sun's bright. Across the street is Kickstands Campground. That's really if you're looking for the cheapest place to take an RV to, it's Kickstands across the street. They've got showers, but
drag pipes.
Oh, drag pipes. Sorry. What'd I say?
Kickstands.
Oh, sorry. Kickstand's not the cheapest place.
No, it's
Drag
not.
pipes across the street. Well, if you'd have come down here looking for kickstands, you wouldn't have found them.
Nope.
Drag pipes across the street. They have showers over there, bathrooms, a bar, and he charges $150 to bring your RV.
For the whole rally.
I think it's
the
for 2 people,
whole
if I'm not
rally.
mistaken.
But it's dry camping.
Yeah. Well, no, yeah, there's no electric. He's got water you can fill up with, but there's no electric. You can bring a generator, but they have showers and bathrooms. So they already
they
have
charging
like
for
4 or 5 trailers over
extra-
there already. I can see it from here.
Demands.
Maybe 6. There's one way out there in the grass.
Good place to find a good deal on any new or gently used riding boots.
No.
I mean, you could go to some. There's
They had some good
Rapid
deals.
City. There's some thrift stores, but
Go to Walmart. That's where I used to get those cheap boots I got,
Yeah,
those plastic ones.
those rain
Like
boots, kind of
40
like.
bucks or something. They're plastic, but I mean, they work good for work. I used to wear them for work.
And somebody was asking about cheap apparel. You got to watch. You get
right
what you
now,
pay for.
Well, at Harley right now, if you get here early, the dealership's got a lot of really great deals. Well, what's their names? They bought their rain gear.
Yeah.
They got it for half price. Even one of those outfits was full price, but when ended up buying, when it all got done and said, they basically got everything for half price.
Because the rain suits were listed for $450. So they both bought a rain suit, and then I think she got 2 shirts, and then he got a pair of gloves or something, and it only cost $450. So they either basically got something free or whatever. But the rain suits they got.
They got
2
their
for the
heavy
price
duty
of one.
ones. They're really nice
Yeah.
ones. They're all black.
So they were very happy. That was Danny. He was
Yeah.
just on.
They really like their rain suits. So I like to get them from now. They're also going to have when did they say the tent downtown was going to open?
Tuesday. This Tuesday.
This Tuesday. So that's
Yes.
tomorrow.
No, two more days.
Oh, yeah,
Today's
today's Sunday.
Saturday.
Tuesday, the big tent's going to open downtown. That's where the biggest discounts are. But if you guys watch that on the dealership,
Red
all
Wing
the
shoes.
stores that they have, well, Black Hills Harley and the discount tent, as we get into the rally, they're going to start cutting prices on some of that stuff. Like she looked at a leather jacket or leather vest she wanted. It was $200. And they said, if it's still here by the end of the rally, she might get it for $50. But there's no guarantee that it'll be there.
Yeah.
Somebody might buy it up for $100.
So we just have to wait and see. But
We
Brianna
got helmets.
says
What do we pay for our helmets?
$88 a piece.
Yeah. So we got Harley helmets with the thing that goes up and
A
down.
visor.
They're
They're matte.
matte colored. But they're
Matte
Harley
black.
helmets. And so we got them, they're 80 something bucks each. So $170 for 2 helmets. Must not charge much for tax because it didn't really go up much. Right now, I don't think they raised the tax up yet. Looks
Well,
like they're
they
getting ready
only do it for the city of Sturgis. Remember, we found that out when we asked Mike when we bought something
they
in
bought your motorcycle.
Deadwood. We bought something in Deadwood, and I'm like, they charged us something wrong. So then when
Oh,
we
yeah,
went
he
back,
looked at it.
and he looked at it, and he's like, yeah. And I said, well, what about the tax? And he says, what about the tax? And I said, well, did they raise the price of the tax yet? And he says, raise the price of tax for what? And I said, well, I thought the whole state did it. I thought they influxed the tax.
5% more.
Yeah. And he said, no, we don't do that. And I said, you don't do it out here in Rapid? And he's like, no, we never raised the tax.
So much only be
It's
Sturgis.
only the city of Sturgis raises a tax. So there you go.
It could be the county too, because I don't think the dealership's in this county because the line's right out there by
Yeah,
JR's.
that's true.
So it could be the county that raises it here.
Yeah, they're having trouble with the YouTube keep cutting them off. And Neil thinks it's the commercials.
Could be. I haven't had a
Since-
commercial come up on mine.
I know, I've had a
One.
bunch.
I had one.
Wagonators, Wacky Crusade, no, since
They're
we are
running the
camping.
lines. Well, where
Oh.
they're shoving them at, but they're shoving them in the hole. Comes out in the other bar, probably.
Brianna says they have a tent sale in Sturgis discontinued merch. Yeah, so you might, if you can find your size there, that would be a good place to go too. That's the one that opens on Tuesday, and that's on LaSalle and 3rd Street.
Yeah, it's right behind the
Loud American.
Loud American bar.
It's always something, Neil, that Jeffrey Pope says. How much more work do they need to get done there for it to be ready?
About 5 good days.
Or 2 good weeks. They're charging if you're not camping there, but don't know how much.
Well,
I don't know. At Camp 5, I don't know.
no, they
Camp
don't.
5 doesn't charge.
No.
Jeffrey, it's annoying, especially when Bob and Tam are saying something good. Neil, the commercials that pop up can be a little much. I know. And that's not us. We're not putting
Well, they
those
said you could
commercials
go in
on.
and turn them off, but I can't find where they say to turn them off at.
Oh.
Because I could turn them off and put them back on after we're done. That's how it always was before. But I went in there and looked at everything. I could not find the settings because what happens is we're not on YouTube. We're actually using what's called StreamYard. So that's where we're able to put our, our email down here and all this different stuff. And then when we have the computer, we can bring your names up. We can bring guests on. We can do a lot of stuff with that YouTube doesn't allow you to do. So we're going through a third-party company and putting it on YouTube. So YouTube is the one that decides to put the commercials on. So I don't know where to do this at. I've asked a couple people and nobody seems to know how to do it. So
Who was that guy that had that special helmet? They specially designed it. Oh, not Tony. I get them mixed up. Tony and Deb and Mike. Deb and Mike are coming out. Who was asking? Big Whoop, are you coming out? He had a helmet and they fit it to his head. That was Mike, wasn't it? Mike and Deb. And he told me the name of the brand of the helmet. And we saw him in Leesburg. And I said, is that it? And he's like, well, that's the brand of the helmet, but that's not who fitted it to his head. So I don't know if the guy puts the foam or something on and then the shell of the helmet, he puts his design. Oh.
But it could also be like the helmets that that Cranium Place is making, where you change the insert.
Don't forget about that either.
That's right.
Bike Builds for Vets to get a $25 chance to win a $2,000 helmet.
Smart helmet.
Go to Bike Builds for Vets. And
it's smarter than your phone.
It is.
Phone
so there you go.
Behind you.
Yep. Nope. Although it does hear every single word you said. I don't follow soccer or anything. And my daughter sent me a soccer video of our grandson, our youngest one.
She watched about 10 times.
I did. But anyway, after that, I was doing something else. And guess what pops up? All these ads for soccer now. And I'm like, I don't have anything to do with soccer. I didn't mention soccer. I didn't talk about soccer.
You looked at it.
I looked at my grandson's video that my daughter filmed on her phone.
Yep. And they spied.
And sent it to me. And they saw me watch that. And now I'm getting ads for football. Soccer.
It is football. It is football.
Soccer.
It's football.
Yep. But anyway, he got hurt. So say prayers for Hudson. Geriatric Punk says, Kathmandu tent camping, $200 for the whole rally, 2nd through the 13th, $30 a day. Do you get electric too? Is that with electric? I know, I couldn't remember what it was. It's the same commercial. Connected investors keep popping up. You must be wanting to invest some money, Jeffrey.
You can send it this way. I'll invest it in.
Yeah, you can invest it in. Yeah, it's like a mold of my head has to be made. And that's what they did. Do I have your information, Big Whoopie? I think I do. But if I don't, send it to me and I will get you in contact with Deb and Mike and he can tell you what they did to his and who did it. I don't remember. I think I want to say the helmet company started with a D.
I have no idea. I remember talking about it, but I don't remember who it was.
And then I said, oh, there we go. Because he was talking about helmets. I said, well, let's go and talk to them. And he's like, well, that's the kind of helmet, but that's not who did the inside. So anyway, we'll try to find out for you, Big Whoopie. Send me your information if I don't have it. Sea of Missouri. Happening on everybody's live stream lately. Google's ruined YouTube. That's what I said. Well, ours is a third-party thing. It's StreamYard. So
yeah, but you're still going through YouTube.
Are you going through Google to use StreamYard? Yes, we are. We have to get on Google to get to StreamYard to get to here.
Yeah, but it's still YouTube that's
you think it's YouTube? Because YouTube's getting the money for it, not us.
Because we're watching on YouTube. We're not watching on StreamYard.
Yeah, I guess.
Now, you'd have to say if you're watching on Facebook, which is still taking you to the YouTube page, what you can do to get rid of that is buy a subscription
to YouTube. That's what they want you to do.
Yeah.
So XM Biker says he hasn't got any commercials. So that's what I was going to ask him. Do you have a YouTube subscription or a YouTube TV subscription? Because if you have that, then you don't get the commercials. Because Ryder X has that too.
A couple other people do. Because I get paid for you to watch a video. I get more money off of you than everybody else if you have YouTube TV because they count you as watching the full video and watching all the commercials. So it gives me like $7 a month. Here
Crawford says, hello, Bob and Tam. Right. So yeah, I think, well, some people watch on their phone. A lot of people watch on their,
Oh, these people aren't coming to see us.
oh yeah, that's it, Beth.
Get yelled at.
So anyway, you got 2 minutes anyway.
Oh,
You ready to wrap
All
it up?
right. All right.
Did they say you could, I know you're not supposed to be back here. I don't want to get, okay,
Come
because I
early.
don't want to,
Did you get permission from? Well, we're almost done anyway. By
Yeah,
the time you put
so-
chairs down, we're gonna be
yeah,
done.
we're done. We're wrapping up right now.
It's been our 2 hours.
Beth says hi. All righty. Crispy K says you only need a YouTube Premiere for no commercials. You don't need TV. Okay, I have YouTube TV and couldn't watch you all. I've been on regular YouTube. Okay.
What
All
should
right.
we do? We just have regular TV.
Yeah.
YouTube. You have to turn it down.
Yeah.
Right?
There's Beth.
There you go. So look, we got some guests.
Yep.
So with that, we're going to end the show here because it's been our 2 hour limit for the day. And
Yep.
we got a whole bunch of people out there that want to see us. So get more and more popular. She got mad last night because we were doing the flag ceremony and everybody kept yelling, Mama Dan, Mama Dan.
And I said, no, it's not for
for the
us.
vet-
It's for the,
Missing soldiers.
yeah, no,
and
not the ones that gave all.
Yeah.
Yeah, once they gave
So,
up.
HD Chief
And still are
says,
giving
big whoopee, a buddy of mine had to get a custom job and a helmet and after he had an aneurysm to be installed and a pump in his skull and went into, yeah. So there is people that do that. Art said no commercials for him too. So
I don't know.
anyway,
Say your bit.
thanks for hanging out with us today. We hope you enjoyed the video. We hope you got a lot of great information. If you're on your way out, be safe, drive safe, look 10 times before you do anything. Even if you're not coming out here, if you're out on your bike, be safe. Don't forget to support our sponsors. They're the ones that get us out here to get you all this great information. Don't forget to tell them Bob and Tam sent you. Don't forget our Bike Builds for Vets, your $25 raffle ticket to win your smart $2,000 helmet. It only costs $25. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Share us with your family and friends. Give us a big thumbs up. Ring that bell for notifications. And we'll see you on the next video.
And it's tax deductible because we're a 501c on that.
That's right.
We're
So-
probably the only veteran YouTube motorcycle
Organiza- yep.
channel that actually is a 501. And the reason for that is why I tell everybody that all the time, because there's a lot of people, which I never realized until we went to go after a 501, because I thought a lot of these guys had 501s. Well, they don't. The bad news about that is let's say somebody goes out and collects $200,000 for a veteran organization, and they end up saying, well, we're giving $150,000 to them. How do you know how much money they actually collected? You don't, because there's no public record of that. Or maybe that veteran organization is paying them to do this plug that they're doing for you to
Yep.
raise the money. Well, when it's a 501c, in a year from now, you can go on the government's IRS site and you can see the percent of
You
money.
can type in Bike Builds for
Yeah.
Vets and see how much money
Because-
we collected and how much money was spent on the bike builds for the vets.
And as a local, Beth Bartlett, completely will back them up 100%. They're completely legit and I love them dearly and they've just got great hearts and they just want you all to be safe.
So,
So let you
If
know
you're-
all about that.
and if you're coming out, there's our email. Send us your contact information and we'll swap numbers. And I'll hope to get a list up soon of where we're going to be and where you can meet us at.
And if you want to go chicken dinner tomorrow, chicken lunch, you got to put that down there too.
Winner, winner,
And
chicken
we'll tell
dinner.
you, we'll tell you what
With a
time we're
chicken
going.
Dinner.
Yeah, we're going to chicken tomorrow. It's better to go during the week.
Right.
And so that's what we got planned for tomorrow. So if you're interested, let us know. You can go ride down there with us and go down there probably for lunch, maybe noon, 1 o'clock, get down there and then come back. And there you go. Should miss the construction on 385 because we'll be coming back through from this end. We'll go down. We don't get into the heavy construction that's going on because we don't get to Hill City
No.
because you stop at the lake.
Alrighty.
So it's a great ride, all that. See all you later. If you didn't watch the video from yesterday for that great interview with the poster model, it's really cool. She's really great. You'll see a different side of her that you would never not really get to see because you only get a poster sign. She says hi to you and that's it. Here gives you a whole lot. Tam spent almost half an hour with her talking. I didn't edit anything out. Everything
She's very smart and
Yeah.
intellectual
Yeah.
with beauty.
she's got the whole package.
She's
So
great.
very cool.
So
So
go
that,
watch the video.
there you go. See y'all later.
Bye.
Thank God I timed